time of week when I throw my cares away. Today's when I get to see my foot-a-side play. The boys and girls of my team never yielding, chasing that premiership dream. Oh, that dream. Watch them run, chase and give their all in the quest to win that important ball. I'll be there for every kick, mark, tackle and goal, and support them when the knocks take a toll. Doesn't matter if I'm a ram, a devil, a buckaroo, a brooker, or from the woods. My team will always come up with the goods. So with the team that fills my heart with pride, let's buckle up and enjoy the Hills football ride, the Hills football ride.
Called a wild round 14 Hills Football League Division 1 action. We've made our way across for the first time this season to Woodtech Oval in Blackwood to see the mighty Woods take on Echunga, and been fortunate enough to be joined by the president of the club, premiership player, runner-up Magarey male medalist, nearly rated you high, Magarey medal.
That's it.
All-round good guy. I hope I got all those notes right that you sent me before we come on air. But Dave Richards is his name. Thanks for joining us, Rico.
Good on you, Pistols. Great to see you, mate.
Yeah, and of course in your third year of president, so how's it been? Has it got harder or got easier on the journey for you?
Oh, well, you could say both. I think what's happened is we've got some real good processes in place since I've been on. So I'm a process sort of guy, and I love to be organised and all that sort of thing. And I've got people in, and we've got some great volunteers that have come in that also got that same mentality. So get the processes in, and then I think for handover for the future, it's going to be an easier transition than just go, here you go, it's your turn, have a go. So big club like this, it needs some process.
Well, I was just going to say that, Dave, the fact that not only in the Hills Football League, but I think in Metropolitan Adelaide, when you take numbers, I think Blackwood, if I'm right, filled something like 25 teams, have nearly 500 players each week, 700 plus members. So it is a huge thing to run a footy club this size.
Yeah, it is, and that's the thing. We've found that, everyone loves the Hills Football League game day experience, with your 14s, 16s, 18s, Bs and As. It's a great day to have for the club, but we also are very mindful that the girls play on Sundays.
Yes.
And there's 2 senior women's teams, there's an under 17s team. We don't field under 14s in the Hills Footy League, but there's also, you have the Sanford Juniors that could be playing here or elsewhere as well. So it's a full weekend of footy from Friday night right through to Sunday, and the C grade are in between all that as well. So,
So how's it going? I know a lot of clubs in the Hills who have, obviously not as many teams as you, but a fair whacking, have found with the grounds this time of year, because so many moddies on Friday night, and there's just a full game on Saturday, then another full program on Sunday. But with the amount of teams you've had, the ground out here docks in pretty good nick.
So we've been able to manage that pretty well, I think, and I'm not sure how it works with the HFL with the they play 2 games in a row, either home or away, and then they'll do 2 the same. We're not sure why that's scheduled that way, but anyway, it saves our ground for sure by the fact that the senior men particularly aren't playing on it week by week by week. And as well, we've got the other oval down, the old oval down on Cora Parade there, which we're able to use as a backup. So that's been a great management tool for us to be able to keep the traffic off this oval, because we want it for the best condition for game day for either senior men or senior women. So we've been pretty lucky with the way it's sort of scheduled, and the rain hasn't come like they said today.
No,
touch wood.
No, I know it rained
so luckily,
last night. But
I was expecting today to be a cold, wet day, and it hasn't happened. So
it is always a little bit windy. Hence the
it's a windy hill. That's it. But it's holding up well. Yeah.
Hey, your journey with the Blackwood Football Club, because as we said, great player, now an administrator. But how has the Blackwood Football Club changed? I know back even 2 decades ago, you drive the Blackwood Oval here, and it was just. There was open paddocks there. Now you're surrounded by housing estates. But
Well, it's
yourself, how have you seen the change in Blackwood?
Yeah, well, it's an urban place. You know, we live in we're in an urban place. So from that point of view, yes, the change has been from countrified to lots of housing, lots of young families, lots of people involved, and from that point of view, that's probably the change, and more young families coming in.
Now, obviously, back in the early days when Blackwood joined the Hills Football League in about 1987, if memory is correct, you had the obligation of fielding teams, full quota of teams in both divisions of the Hills Football League. So that must have been a real big ask on you, but also, did you find a situation where it split the club in sort of half because you had one separate entity and the central division as well? So.
Yeah, well, I think it was hard for people to support the second division, to be honest, because everyone focuses on the A grade, and the A grade and at that time it was A grade and our C grade playing as A's and B's in Div 1, and then our B grade and D grade were the A's and B's in Div 2 in those days. So from that point of view, it was hard to get the support to follow the country or the second division to Kersbrook or to Gumraka or Birdwood and all that. But they held their own because the quality or the quality of the players at this footy club have always been quite outstanding. So, we've had some good people come through, good kids coming through. So,
it's interesting you say that, Dave, because we've just seen last weekend, in fact, another Blackwood product, and Henry Smith made his AFL debut.
Yep.
There's been a few over the years, and of course you've got Kira Mueller in the AFLW system. So Blackwood just, I think, pro rata of a club, you've probably produced as many AFL products as other people.
Well, I think we talked about this the other night. We went back to Carl Delena. There was an under 18 or 16, 18 from the Blackwood High School. Ended up going to Sturt, then onto Fitzroy, and then North Melbourne. And then after that was Brenton Sanderson. Then we had Kira Mueller, Jess Good, who plays for Carlton. She played in the 2017 Girls Premiership. And then now we've got Lewis Thompson, I think his name is, from North Melbourne, and now we've got Henry. So we do produce.
Because also
Harry.
Henry Smith.
No, Harry. There's another. I can't think of his surname, but he was flaggy, but he played a few games here as well. He went to Westies.
I was also going to throw in Paul Cale.
Yeah, Paul Cale. That's right, St Kilda. Yep. There you go. We do produce them.
So, looking at the successes of Blackwood, perhaps individually, and also the junior successes, this is just a section of the premiership photos here, but I suppose the question's got to ask, and you're a rare A-grade premiership footballer for Blackwood in the Hills competition, because they were very successful in the old Glenelg South days, etc.
Yep.
But in the Hills Football League, I know when Blackwood came in, there were a few other Hills clubs saying, they'll dominate given the size of the area and everything, but really that success that you've had at junior level, even reserves, hasn't transgressed into senior flags, has it? Is there a reason for that, you think? Or?
I can't pinpoint it. I think the quality of the Div 1 footy here is probably as good as you get anywhere in the state. Yep. And I think for us as a club, we're just one of those clubs that we rely on our juniors coming through. We don't go out recruiting hard a lot, and when we do, we tend to get success, and obviously that comes with a price. So I think we do our due diligence to keep promoting our young kids, and hopefully they can become 60, 80, 100 plus game A grade players. So we sort of like to encourage our young people to come through, but we're also wary that we're not out spending big dollars to pay for premierships. So that's probably a thing that I feel quite proud of that we do here. Yeah.
Call to old round 14 match action. We're over here at Blackwood Oval talking to Blackwood President Dave Richardson, and I think a lot of people also don't realise, Rico, that even the area of Blackwood, but you've got Marion just down the road, Mitcham just down the road, and Flagstaff Hill by the road. So that is a bit of a contest to keep players, isn't it? Yeah,
well, and I think we've always said we've got a good drawing area. So we start at Flaggy to the south there. We've got Ironbank up the hill here, and then we go all the way along through Hawthorn Dean to Belair, Glenouta, and then down the hill you got Mitcham, obviously, and then the Scotch Old Collegians, and then you got Kenilworth and your Marions, etc. And Unley Jets as well. So I think we've got a good drawing area with our juniors. There's no school footy anymore, so junior school footy. So they all play their juniors up here, and then it's a matter of sort of getting that transition for them to come through, and hopefully get some really good quality kids playing in our senior footy program. And that's been the balance, or been the challenge, to keep that gel between the juniors and the seniors tighter, or getting it tighter. So
Now, important game for both clubs today. It's, if we can dive it, they're both only the one win for this season so far. So it's virtually the battle for the wooden spoon, you might suggest. I tried to go through the records, mate. I went back to about 2000. I cannot find a time when Blackwood finished bottom of the Hills League. Was there before that? You might be able to throw some...
Do you know, I reckon in 93 or 4 we were pretty poor. That was when, after the Mick Armfield era, and we had Frank Spill, then Mick Harper, and then we had Trevor Potts. And I reckon in that time we'd finished well down. Well, I reckon we went out to Nan and played for a wooden spoon in one of those years. I can't remember which year.
Singing if someone had known it'd be you.
Yeah, but I reckon it would have been around that time that we were pretty low.
Yeah.
But whether we were bottom, I don't think we've ever won the wooden spoon, but we were pretty low.
Hopefully it's not the first time, mate. You know, you'll watch.
No, that's right. But other than that, no, I can't remember us being this low.
So this year been a bit of a challenge. Obviously, Kieran starting off, unfortunately his health problems had to step down. Clyde Rigney came on board. Well, he was assistant, but took over as interim coach. I think he's done a pretty reasonable job given the young group he has, and just seems a really good mentor the way he talks to players.
So I think from our point of view, Clyde was a bit of a given to take over because he'd already understood Kieran's coaching philosophy, understood how the players were. He's a very good communicator to the players. He shows care to the players. Plus, I think with his own style, he's from his point of view, he's a good bloke just to have around, and he's doing his apprenticeship right now for potentially next year.
Well, it's a very nice segue there, Rico. As we know, you always used to be creative. I see you have advertised on social media for applications for interest. Would Clyde be perhaps in the mix, having that he's formed? Good.
So he's told me the other day he's going to put his put his interest in, and I said, and he knows that we're going to leave no stone unturned to find the best candidate. So there's a process again,
of course,
and we'll go through that process, and we will pick the best person who will hopefully take us on into the future with some success. So Clyde's in the front running because he's doing the job right now. So for him today, I'd love to see him get a win. Just to help for the confidence and the way he's been with the boys, and I hope that would help him consolidate some sort of for him. I hope so.
Now I don't know if someone walked under a ladder or on a black cat training, but unfortunately I know all clubs get them. But Blackwood this year have had a real unseasonable run of injuries, haven't they?
Terrible. We've had a terrible run of injuries to it.
Even from the very first game.
From the top. Davis and Tuck pretty much went down early. And then Spawney respawned at his knee, which was a season ender or a career ender potentially. Yeah, which is sad. Sadly. And then there's obviously a lot of other guys, niggles and this, that and the other with some of the more quality type players. So, we've just been decimated by injury.
It's last man standing, mate. You might have to bring the gear along.
Well, I've got my umpiring gear in the car, but it's not green and red. So unfortunately, it's a horrible lime. Sorry.
But that has given the opportunity for a few youngsters. I know there's a couple being blooded today, and a couple of others playing their second or third game. So that's good for the future of the Blackwood football.
So I think, as I said, we're getting that transition to tighten up between the juniors into the seniors. So we've got Clyde front and centre with the under-18s coach, B-grade coach, to get those young boys to get a taste of playing senior footy, and maybe skipping the B grade and getting straight in the A's, and giving them a chance. So the 18s are winning every game quite easily. So why not give them a go? I don't think there's a lot of difference between 18s and the A grade apart from bodies. But in terms of the game speed and all that, they're quite capable. So I'll give them the due that they're having a crack and they're not saying no. So
and there's probably a lot of games that you're being competitive. In fact, I know Clyde's first game actually in charge pushed Arndorf, and actually last quarter we
well, we kicked 7 in the third quarter that day, and that was nearly a clincher for us, unfortunately. But that was an awesome start for Clyde to take over and give him some confidence to push on. So, but once again, the injuries have been hurting him. So.
You mentioned your umpiring. Good to see that ex-player and a very good footballer that you were back in doing it, giving something back to the umpires who obviously gave you a lot of votes one year when you were runner-up. but how are you finding it? It's great to, and of course Peter Sanders is involved. It's great to see ex-players
Yeah.
What would you advise people who umming and ahhing, because there's always a call for players to get involved? You've enjoyed the experience, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I started pretty much as soon as I finished playing. I was invited down to the Southern League by a mate of mine. The fact he said just try it, and I went, okay. Well, Dad did it.
Yeah,
I said I watched Dad do it. He played a lot of footy, then to umpire, and I thought, well, you know, that's I can see that being okay to do. And ex-players understand the game of footy quite well, so that was a good thing to be able to do. I felt confident about doing it, and I knew the rules, and that was all good. But I think the best thing that the Hills have done this year is got club umpires to do the B grade through the first few times. So my first game in the Bs, because I did it with Simon Noonan at Mount Barker, he was excellent. And then I did it with Benny Judd at Harndorf, and he was equally as good. So there you go, yeah. So from that, there you go. From bringing in ex-players who are good players,
yes.
I think that's been a real good plus for the Hills to have those guys having a go.
And hopefully they enjoyed, as you said, and progressed through to doing senior footy as a few other guys like Bruce Dawes.
Yeah, Brucey and Leith. Yeah, that's right, absolutely. Wildies, you know, for Harndorf, and Timmy Knapstein was doing it for a while. Dennis Raymond's done it for over the years. PS is doing it. So.
Good to see Dennis Earl.
Yeah, Dennis Earl, that's right.
In the ranks
that's right. Yep. So ex-players make good umpires, no doubt about it. Yeah. Because they get the feel for the game. And as long as they can keep control without getting too worked up and getting involved in the game, they should be right.
Hey, now getting back to Blackwood, so even though the A grade hopefully don't take the spoon, but they'll finish down the bottom of the ladder, but all the other grades, as you said, are going well. The Colts through the grades are going gangbusters. Reserves are up there again, so there'll still be a large, as usual, presence for the Blackwood Football Club on finals.
Well, the C's, the 18s, the girls' green team, all sitting top.
Of course so,
16s, I think, might be 14s third, and I think the B's are third at the moment. So we'll get some presence up in the Hills for finals time for sure. But unfortunately, the A's won't be part of it. But that's okay. We'll support the rest of the club and hopefully get a few premierships on the wall again.
Hey, just this year. Also, where we're situated, we're talking about the growth of Blackwood, particularly around the area here. So you think strong community club. Do you get a lot of support from the community? You know, like the newer people in the community, or is it Mount Barker's a bit of a transient?
We feel that we're connecting, but it's a matter of that connecting turning into being involved. So we do spread our voice out there to come and get involved and come and have a meal or a drink or whatever you want to do. And we often get people that walk in and we don't know who they are and take it home. All that sort of stuff. Well, that's the key. That we'll get some more volunteers in here. So,
they either play or eat a lot of snitties.
Well, that's right. Exactly.
Support,
Well, we've had a couple of guys who've walked across the road during pre-season and said, I've just moved in the area, want to have a game of footy, do you mind if we come have a run? And go for it, fellas. Not quite top-notch A-grade players, but they're good people to get involved in. And for them, that's their connection to the community for them now is this footy club. So, we're pretty lucky in that regard. I think we make our presence known out there. Fantastic. Lots of social media stuff, you know.
It's a long time in between drinks, I think 88, 91, of which you really acknowledged as the Norm Smith winner that day, you told me. But seriously, played very well. And then you had to wait till 2017 for the next one. So, someone did tell me if you win a flag once every 2 years, you're doing pretty well. Planning for the next one?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's what part of my role was, to come in and go, what I felt my role was to come in and go understand where the clubs can see themselves in 3 or 4 or 5 years. So let's get some baseline processes in place, and then we can sort of start building blocks from there. And that includes winning an A-grade men's premiership. Because we can win other premierships, that's fine, but we want that A-grade premiership because that's our pinnacle. And I think we've got some good momentum at the moment to be able to put those things in place. We just don't want too many injuries like we've got. So that hurts us.
Some seasons it works for you, and some
that's right.
Just quickly, I know you're always a big full representative football. Put your hand up and play. It was great to see Hills have success this year against River Murray, and furthermore in the Eastern Zone, which sort of reflects back on the Hills competition, doesn't it? Yeah,
of course. And I encourage all the lads that play to aim higher. And I think this year Tyson Clark and Zach Benning played, or Matty Walton played in the association game. And obviously didn't get picked for the Eastern side, but I know that you go out and play those games, you meet new people, you meet blokes you play against, and you end up finding that they're not too bad a bloke. You have a beer with them afterwards or whatever you do, and you end up being mates with them, and that's what I've found. That I've made some long-time friends through the fact I played association footy with opposition players, and we can chat now to Leith Dawes or people like that, Nigel Gribble or whoever it is out there. Then they're happy to have a chat, and you know that you had good fun back in the day.
And also, David, was a great sprinkling of Blackwood guys, obviously through the 16s and 18s as well.
Yeah, well, that's right, and I think the good part about that is our coaches are really supportive of that, and they'll go. Daryl sets in and has a go. So last year I think Jack Smedley had a go as well. So from that point of view, I think that's been great that they support that, and we encourage it always.
All right, mate. Always great to come over to Blackwood and catch up with you. You've been a great on-field leader, and you've been a great off-field leader.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Appreciate
it. In good hands. I know you leave in good hands. I know you won't be lost completely to
No, I won't be far away.
You'll be around.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, appreciate it, Pitzel. Okay, thanks for coming up, mate. Hope you don't jinx us today.
Yeah, that's right. Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah,
thanks very much, David Richardson.
Footy fans, sometimes in life, the greatest battles are not the ones fought by the strongest, but the ones with personal pride on the line. No one wants to receive that dreaded wooden centerpiece that you often find in your kitchen sink. Expect tough tackles, body on the line bumps, glorious goals, and pestering pushes. And perhaps the last one standing today won't need that spoon for their ice cream. It's all happening here, and there's no better team to cover it. Crossing now live from Woodtech Oval in Blackwood, your commentary team of Jeff Pistola and Ben Goldfinch.
Yes, a very good afternoon as we welcome to Woodtech Oval, Blackwood, for Filming Footy's exclusive global live stream of the Hills Football League Division 1 A-grade action. Today, of course, featuring Blackwood and the visiting Echunga Southern Demons in round 14. Jeff Pistola here, back on deck after a couple of weeks in the sun, and joined by Call of the Wild team regular Benny Goldfinch. Welcome, Benny.
Yeah, Pistols, great to be here. First time this year, Woodtech Blackwood Oval, fantastic stuff. And of course, we're live on Call of the Wild Facebook page, Hills Football League Facebook page, Filming Footy YouTube, and Lofty 88.9 FM Adelaide Hills Community Radio Station, as you said. So both sides down the bottom end of the ladder, but highly competitive contest I'm expecting today. Of course, Blackwood coached by Clyde Rigney. We had him on the huddle during the week. Fantastic conversation that was. And Darren Van Setter with Echunga all going, what I've heard, Echunga looking all right over the last few weeks. Lost to Nan and obviously Mount Barker by only a goal or two. So expecting a fierce contest today and plenty of talent in both sides.
Yes, and of course a big thanks to the Call of the Wild stream media supporters, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, together with the HFL partners, naming rights sponsor Work Locker, Mount Barker, Closey Supermarkets, Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier newspaper, Think Road Safety and Sports Centre, and of course acknowledging the valuable sponsors of the respective clubs playing today. Of course, Blackwood Cattle Crash Repairs, Edenwood Autos and Woodtech, of course naming rights sponsor for the venue, and for the Echunga Football Club, Solar Wholesalers. Now, Benny, it's our first visit, as you mentioned, to Blackwood this season, and in the absence of the dulcet tones of one Jaden J. Hill, who was away on a special assignment, we've scoured the countryside to come up with a suitable replacement, and there's no one better than this man when you're talking footy here at Windy Hill. 4-goal premiership hero, club legend, club life member, a driving force behind the club's successful women's program, and recently crowned SA Country Championships winning women's team coach. Great pleasure to be joined by Damien Venning in the special comments seat. Welcome and wonderful to have you on board, Diva.
Thanks, Pistols. It's great to be here. We're all good. Yeah, no, thanks. Looking forward for a good clash between these two sides.
Yep, and rounding out the crew today are the master producer and somewhat of a Shakespeare when it comes to the introductions, the great Tommy Hills and James Davis, shooting the usual great filming footy vision. So lads, anticipated encounters, we said, both at the base of the ladder, just one win apiece, but the opportunity to break a drought of success. Blackwood's only win coming in round 4 when they beat the visiting Loberthal by 28 points, and Echunga beat Blackwood at the previous meeting in round 5 by 12 points, 12-6 to 9-12, so a bit inaccurate there from the Woods, and 4 goals to Josh Vandermeer for Echunga was important in that game, Benny, but the Demons have displayed some pretty good form in the recent matches against top 5 teams, and the Woods continuing to promote the juniors, and obviously must be patient, as you said, with Clyde Rigney as they've become accustomed to A-grade footy. A couple of debutants here today again, so how do you see it, Benny?
Well, I think we'll go straight to Damien because a carrier pigeon has just arrived in the Call of the Wild commentary van, and Jaden has delivered
notes here too from Jaden. So the head-to-head count in Blackwood's favour, which is nice to see. Woods winning 12 of the last 23 encounters. At Blackwood, the Woods still hold the ledger, winning 6 of the last 10, so a bit of a home ground advantage there. Echunga won the first 5 matches against the Woods from 2014 to round 13, 2015, before Blackwood won 5 in a row from round 1, 2016 to round 15, 2017. The Woods also won 5 on the trot against Echunga in round 12, 2019 to round 3, 2023. So it looks like these teams go on a bit of a roll when they get going. Interesting.
2024?
Yeah, so this year, Blackwood hold a better percentage than Echunga, but Echunga have actually scored 3 points more than what Blackwood have, so maybe a bit more defensively for Blackwood. As Pistol said, the last few games by Echunga has been excellent. They've been really strong against Mount Barker and I think Nan, so I expect they're on the way up at the moment.
What are you looking for today from the Woods? Start with.
So we've got I'm going to say we a lot, sorry about that.
That's
debutants playing, so looking at Sammy Wright and Alfie Homishin, who have come up from the under 18, so it'll be nice to see how they go. I think we've thrown the magnets around a little bit as well, just to try and match up better against the Echunga after last loss defeat, so I wouldn't be surprised if Dunny, the full-back, is playing up forward today.
all right.
We can tell you the toss has taken place. It was won by Echunga, who will kick to the left of screen or down the slope here towards the railway end. Those who know Woodtech Oval in Blackwood. And of course the umpires in charge today. In the field we have Bruce Dawes and Harrison Connor running the boundary. Kevin Upton and the great Adrian Muldoon will be handling the flag work in between the posts. And of course we've got to thank the umpire sponsors: Cherry Glen Osmond, Mount Pleasant Butcher, Sterling Hotel, Mortgage Choice through Matt Adam, Apparel and Sports Power, Mount Barker. And of course our awards for the day, picked by the great man himself, for Damien Venning. Most effective player gets the iconic Dartfish beanie and the pair of Archies. And of course snag of the day, and we might have the man on board to actually present this, the $25 voucher from Lowe's Meat Co. So they'll be all our post-match awards to be handled here on the Call of the Wild, and trust you're going to enjoy a very good game of footy.
Damien, who we got in the midfield for the Woods? What are you looking forward for them today?
Yeah, so we've got Luke Lewis, I reckon, will play a role on Brett Turner. Tucky's back from injury, Matty Tuck, so ex-male medalist, and Troy Hocking with Sam Zevon been rucking, so it should be a good contest.
So the preceding reserves game saw a victory to Blackwood 5-5 to 2-7. Let's see if we can back it up with the senior games are underway. Zevon Boom against Perella. Perella, the tall man, gets it down. First kick was smothered there, still in the centre of the ground. Finally, a clearing kick there through the agency of place for the Demons, sends them to attack, but Matty Waldron, the skipper today, takes the mark for the Woods.
Yep, moves the ball towards the outer side. Nice build up here from Blackwood. Thompson takes the mark. Outer side, brings the ball back in. Venning, what are you expecting from him today? He's had a good season.
Yeah, he likes to get the footy, that's for sure.
Well, he switches for play out here. Patient build up again from the Woods. Commentary wing, or the interchange wing. Great running from Walton, takes the mark just near Darren Van Setter and the Echunga coaching group. They'll be looking for a fast start. Short pass, doesn't quite come off, collected by Matt Tuck. This way, that way. And eventually goes off pistols and kicks the ball to half forward.
Yeah, so Tuck, a bit of a push out there. Umpire Dawes right on the spot. Unfortunately, infringing there was Bailey, I think. So the free kick will go Echunga, puts the ball back along the wing area, getting in front and taking the mark, I think, is Padrov. Wastes no time, goes underground punt, kick off, misses the target. Trying to back up well there was Morley. Ball comes back to Padrov, spins nicely out of the pack, goes with the hand back to Tucker and tries a hand pass, smothered there. Gives a chance for the Demons through the agency of the skipper there and Gurkey. In the meantime, free kick has been paid, holding the ball, and it's Padrov, because second generation star for the Woods with the free kick.
Kicks the ball into the middle of the ground. Nice pick up here by Hocking. He's been in good form. Handball back to Badco. Good movement here from the Woods. Out of side. Handball over the top once again. Collected by Walton. He's getting a few touches early, as you'd expect. Interleague rep. Inside 50. Echunga looking to clear the ball. Ball looks like it's going to come back in. Lewis around the action. Talented youngster. Walton once again on his left. Dangerous position, high flyer over the top, and it's gone through for a rush behind.
Nick Bailey loves taking a hangers. He will jump at everything. He is one. He likes to tell everyone about him as well.
So come over from Flagstaff Hill, also a bit of a background at Murrayville, so perhaps a bit of a Spawn connection there with the past coach. So ball back into play, into the centre of the ground, coming across and taking the mark for the Woods is Pat Hall, past Westies under 18, moves the ball quickly out here. Mark taken by teammate and Fraser Morley. His second A-grade game, made his debut last week. Puts up to Venning. Chips it shorter and finds a teammate there, Michael Thompson. His first A-grade game for this season on the left. Force the pocket. Might have been an attempted nice pass there, Diva. Let's go a bit easy on him, but
we can say that.
What are your thoughts early, Diva?
Blackwood seem to be controlling the footy. Yeah, they've got most of the possession, which is good. Echunga defending well, so Blackwood will need to make the most of this possessions.
Damien Venning, special comments today. So, yep.
Academy boy taking a while here.
What, you picked up something, David?
Yeah, no fun's just come off with blood rule by the looks. He's playing up forward as suggested. So normally our full-back is playing a roll up forward defensively.
So boundary throw in dangerous position here for Echunga's defence. Big Perella, as he's done majority of the season, gets his hand to the ball.
Tuck, I think.
But it's going to be a free kick here for the Wards, called by umpire Dawes. So tight in the pocket is the past male medalist, who got the medal, of course, at Echunga
2020 in that memorable
presentation.
Only his fourth game for the year. Obviously, he's been hampered with injuries.
Yeah, ankle real early. So one of our main midfielders went down early with Sam Davis as well.
That round one game took a bit of toll, didn't it?
It did.
So consequently, only the one goal for the season so far for Matt Tuck. Sits on its way. I tell you what, he likes that. Raises the Cobra.
Beautiful.
Woods on the ball with the first goal, 1-1 to no score, and we've played approximately 4.5 minutes here in the.
A really great kick. He's a very good user of the footy and does get in good positions around that contest and stoppage. So good start by the Woods.
So back in the middle. Let's see what happens here. Perella, as I outlined, for Echunga. Quite a bit of height there with him, but it's head-to-head against Seven Boom, so that'll be a good match-up.
Big Ziva had 70 tap-outs last week, Benny, so he's in good nick.
Turner bouncing
So 2 goals in virtually 90 seconds. Good start, 2-1 to no reply for the Demons here in this round 14 clash, coming to you on Filming Footy through the Call of the Wild. Trust you're enjoying our global coverage wherever you are. Send us a message. Let us know how things are panning out, who you're going for. But great conditions, considering a bit of moisture during the week and overnight here. But Woodtech over and Blackwood in great condition. Ball comes down here. Ball attempted to fed out there for the Demons, but once again that centre square pressure applied by Hocking. We'll see umpire Sims ball up.
Yep. Thrown up. Once again, Rucks go at it, just at ground level. Free kick, though, to Blackwood. They certainly got the advantage early in this one. Fast start from them. So Seven Boom. Now the Woods all push forward off the ground. Badco just in front of us here. Umpire says play on. That he does. Kicks it towards the half-forward line. High fly, almost the mark there. Great second effort. Handball over. Lewis was involved in the build-up as well. Here's a chance for Venning on the left handball. Nice underground handball there by Hobby. It's cut off though, and it's going to be cut off once again. Pistols, and Hall's going to build him up through the middle of the ground.
Yeah, it comes back to Padro, who's racking up the possessions in the first term, gets the ball, comes back to a teammate here.
Lewis.
And Lewis goes across and into the corridor, finds Hocking. Pretty consistent season so far, Troy Hocking. Goes further afield, but misdirected kick.
Oh, Perella.
Perella managed to get to a teammate, gets a bit of a mung clearing kick, but once again the Woods forming this wall take a mark. Quickly move the ball on a loose man out here in the helmet. And it's the debutant in Alfie Homashon. Thought about the handball, but the young man will go back. Still eligible for under 18, so sets the ball up. Where's the leaper? Comes in the agency of Echunga, and a good defensive mark taken there by Liam Place.
So Place in the back pocket area, looking for some options. Good start by Blackwood. They lead 2-1. Echunga yet to score. In fact, I don't think they've got the ball inside 50 at the moment. All their players basically in the forward half of the ground for the Woods. So let's see how they go here. Echunga kick out. Vandermeer. Okay, that's a mark. Now they all push forward. Keith forward kicks the ball into the middle of the ground. So Echunga finally inside 50. Big American Lachlan takes the mark overhead. He'll be heading back home, I understand, in August, and he's played some good games this year. Kicked 4 goals against Lobethal. Almost kicked the match winner last week. He says, nah, I'm going to handball off. Here's a chance for the Demons through Slape. And it's gone out of bounds. Left forward pocket, so boundary throw-in coming up.
Echunga with a bit of possession. You can see how dangerous they look up forward. They can get the ball in early and quick.
So chipped up the line to the helmet man, starting to settle into his first game of A-grade football, because Alfie Homerson gave the ball back to a teammate. Zimbo puts the ball up the line. The mark taken here by Dunn. Sporting the longer locks this year, Dunn, from when we saw him previously.
Yes, he's blonding up. Free kick, I think, pushing the back by the young Alfie Homerson.
Yep, so it's back with Vandermeer, who kicked 4 goals, as we mentioned, in their win earlier over Blackwood earlier in the season. Has kicked 26 for the season.
Previously at Ironbank.
And Padfaway connection, of course, so right behind him, James Davis on the lens.
Good kick.
Sets it up. The wind will do a bit of work here. Does it very well. So first goal on the board for Echunga through the agency of Vandermeer at the 9.5 minute mark.
Diva.
Great kick. Great kick by the full forward there. With the wind going straight across, allowed his right foot the natural arc of that with the wind. Great kick. Great finish.
Actually, we're privileged, Benny, to have the great man. No doubt you've jagged a few from that pocket down there. Diva, talking from experience there.
Not from that distance, Pistols.
I know you were the edge of the goal square specialist, but...
Spot on.
So back in the middle, Zevon Boom, Perella. Head-to-head match up here. Thompson against Turner. So umpire Dawes throws the ball up. Perella won it down, got it to Turner. Wearing a tight one there from Thompson. Meantime, it's gone forward for the Woods. Good spoil by Echunga defender. Blackwood in a dangerous position here. Here's the first gamer with a shot on the left boot. Just couldn't quite the
party
distance
spoiled
there.
On the last line there, Benny.
Yeah, the wind maybe just holding up a little bit there. He's had a good start though. A few touches. Here's a chance for Walton, who was out of the blocks nicely with about 3 or 4 touches inside the opening few minutes. And it's going to be held up out of side.
I think that was Thomas Edwards, the party pooper. He's been pretty good for the form this year for the Demons in defence. So, outside flank, playground, side of the ground, taken away there. Demons go forward. Long kick, bouncing ball. Back on it. Good work there for the D's in defence. Comes back here to Walden. handball out towards Venning, grabs the ball. He's got support out wide. Homerson, as Benny Goldfitz said, very impressive in his opening stages of his A-grade game. Picks out a teammate.
Yep. Lace out pass, almost there. Tuck hungry for some action around the contest here. Echunga just starting to settle into this one now, getting some ball movement forward. Lachlan's behind the play here. We have to attack it. He does. Those hands are nice. And he brings it in and holds it up just around from the Echunga coaching staff. Diva?
Jack Baldacera forward as well. Normally plays down back, so 2 of our backline players for Blackwood have gone forward this game.
Hey, already noticeable some of these young Woods Cubs, if I can use that, or young Woodsmen, they've certainly shown right into it. Their desire is certainly had some tough tackling.
Yeah, Morley and Homerson playing some really good minutes at the moment. So it's great for their confidence.
Said step up in the A-grade rank. So umpire Sims balls it up. Zevenboom, the leaper, gets it down towards Homerson, who we just spoke about. Still fighting for the ball. Wrapped up in a tackle there by Jake Agurki, the Demon skipper. So once again, umpire Sims will come and ball it up. 12 minutes gone. 2-1 plays one straight in favour of the Woods. Here's Zevenboom. Interesting disposal of the ball. Comes out to Turner. Gets it to place. Under pressure, a high left foot kick. Coming to meet the ball. Echunga gets it out here. But in the meantime, looks like there's a free kick being paid. And this is going to go to Logan Hickman. Under 18. Making his debut last round. So youth also in the Echunga squad as the ball was fisted over the boundary line. And we must say a good afternoon to one of our regulars, Benny, and he'll be enjoying today's game because past Echunga legend and coach of the century, the great man Wayne Coop, will know to be relaxing at home watching the game. So we wish you all the best for the Demons this afternoon, Coopy. So throw in, ball comes down, quick kick away. There was Fico Vanetta, but his Vanning, a clever handball over the top, string of handballs, Badco sweeps out wide to Clark. He's got space to steady. Goes on the right, chips up and finds a teammate there in Sam Wright. So Wright, what's on offer? Chooses to go and honours the lead forward there. I think this is done. So done in turn. So nice possession football is going to end up. That's a great passage of play from the back lines. Ends up in the hands of that man you mentioned, Jack Baldacera, Diva.
Yeah, normally plays down back. He's got an absolute brilliant kick too. Really long kick, so he'll back himself from here.
Has kicked 6 goals for the season. It's been a year playing up in Alice Springs, I think last year, possibly.
Yeah, he was Alice Springs. I think with Clyde Rigney coming back in, there's a relationship there. So.
Yep. So Baldacera, as we said, chance for his 7th, importantly the 3rd one of the game. Give Blackwood a flying start in this vital clash. Lower order on the table. Bit of a floating kick across the goals. Oh, good defensive spoil. Big defensive spoil there by Riley Crombie. Puts the ball over the boundary line. So just coming out to 14 and a half minutes gone. Blackwood 2-1. Echunga 1 goal.
Aussie's messaged in. He says, I'm getting you guys tuning in from 15 kilometres out of Mareeba, far north Queensland.
I was actually up there a week ago in Mareeba. Lovely place. Aussie, go to the Emerald Creek Ice Creamery. You will love it.
Ball up situation, 20 metres out from Blackwood's goal. And umpire just called a free kick here for Echunga. It's going to the big man Perella.
Just hanging on in the contest.
Was it too high? Get the big man.
So Perella kicks the ball outside of defensive 50. Cut out there, though, by Kershaw. Kershaw lowers the eyes inside 50. Cut out there by Vanzetta. Vanzetta throws it up on the left boot. Snapped around the corner. There's a couple of Woods there. Good second effort by Venning.
That's a great tackle applied there.
And
gets a nod of approval here.
2-1 Blackwood, Echunga 1 goal, Diva.
Venning's not known for their tackling, so that was good.
Oh, Zoe goes all right.
Yeah, Zoe goes.
Rucks go at it once again, half forward flank for Blackwood. Good early pressure. And free kick, though, for Echunga half back line. I think it's going to go to Vanzetta.
Hey, when Zach and Zoe have kick-ups in the backyard, who usually wins?
No one.
So Vanzetta chips the ball forward, finds a teammate here in Jackson Perry in his 3rd A-grade game, puts it out wide.
Oh, hello, Perella and Zevenboom behind play, just having a bit of
okay, just welcome to football. So taken here, kicked up the line. There's a loose man here for the Woods through the agency of Steer. He does steer it forward to Dunn, gives it back to Steer. Can he finish off? He heads towards the goals, but it's going to drift across the face and through for a minor score. But some good passages of play being put together here by the Woods.
Yeah, Josh Steer coming up from the under 17s last year, under 18, sorry. So, yeah, moves, plays like a basketballer. You know, there's a little bit of Pendlebury about him. I really like
Can't go wrong there.
Echunga, 1 goal. Blackwood 2-2. Bringing the ball in. Echunga in the middle of the ground. Lachlan, good spoil over the top by Vandermeer. Brings it to ground level. Enables Echunga to push full steam ahead through Turner. Couldn't quite control the ball. Opens it up for Blackwood to halt proceedings.
Echunga pushed right up high then, all the way through to the half-forward line. Big kick, 60 metres.
Nice work there by Zevon Boom. Got it out. Handball over the top. Beautifully done. Homer Shawn was involved. Here's Tuck. Is it? Kick inside 50 over the back. Who's going to run onto it here? Can the Woods push forward and potentially intercept this one? Or Echunga's going to remain calm here. Pistols and clear the ball. Nice work there by Hobby. Not Hobby.
Crombie. Yeah. And Slate was also involved, so the Demons clear out of trouble on this occasion. Get up here. Venning. Contested ball comes to ground. Good effort there at ground level by James Cross. Got the ball out. He follows up here, the former Ironbank boy. On the left foot, close to the line, curls it back in. The big American was up for the mark, comes to ground. Walden lurking, gets support there, breaking away. I think it was Padroff, drives the ball, but camped under it and should take a relieving mark for the D's is Riley Crombie.
Yep, he goes out towards the outer side. Free-flowing attacking footy. Good to watch. Here's the first game, mate. He's getting his hands on it early.
Both teams missing targets going forward at the moment.
Yeah, some intercept marks. So just recap, 17.5 minutes gone. Blackwood 2-2. Kicked the first 2 goals of the match through Tuck and Morley. And Vandermeer with a beautiful goal for Echunga. No real snag of the day contender at the moment. It's been a good start. 1-on-1 contest here, deep in attack. Here's Baldessera on the right. Snap. And it just misses that one. Lively there.
He must have the earpiece in listening because he almost won then.
Yeah, got to the front, which is what you want your forwards to do. And then, almost there.
So,
almost snag of the day.
So 2-3-1 straight, 18.5 minutes gone first term here, round 14. Trust you're enjoying Call of the Wild action through filming footy. Hills Football League, good defensive ball by Josh Rogers.
Hello.
Quick handball here to Hocking, like a ball he tries to get through, but Jamison Duffield wrapped him up very nicely. Vantage paid.
Big American.
Rogers gets it down towards Lachlan, the big man from Colorado, originally from Seattle.
Go back, have a shot.
Mason Cox style here. As we said, Benny's adapted to the game pretty well. He's kicked 13 goals this season, so his distance this may well...
Worked hard on his kicking too.
So we kicked from just inside 50-metre arc, so...
Basketball background.
A man from Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Well, doesn't clear the man to mark. Deflects, grabbed there by Badco, who's dispossessed there, and the tackle by Echunga. Ball spills free, close to the danger line here. Stacks on the mill in the goal square. In the shady part of the Woodtech Oval here, down towards the railway end.
Diva, 19 minutes. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, even contest at the moment. Echunga really pushing up high and allowing that kick out the back. Blackwood will have to be wary of that. It's happened a couple of times.
Zevon Boom went up high in the ruck contest there. Landed awkwardly. Looks like he's all right, though. Out towards the boundary line. Inside attacking 50 for Echunga. Blackwood looking to clear here. Here's the youngster on debut. It's going to be held up, is it? Half forward line, outer side? Yes, it is.
Actually, very good crowd in the house. Not a vacant car spot, that's for sure.
No, I couldn't find one before. Yep.
Both teams here, a desperate game here because this could favour the wooden spoon or avoid it. The result of this game, ball out wide, handball at the top there from right. Finds a teammate here, it's streaking away. I think that was Morley. It's been good early, but in the meantime, a relieving mark taken by Reece Slape because Mount Barker, Goody Saints background.
Half forward line now for Echunga. They're starting to get into this. Snap round the corner, high ball, Vandermeer, and it's gone out of bounds. Bit of a breeze here.
Bit of the local knowledge here, David.
Where are we going?
Yeah, so the wind going to the outer side. It's almost a couple of goals favouring Echunga's way at the moment, but it will go to the other side.
A few koalas hanging on for grim life in the gum trees there, as you might notice.
Liam Place coming off the ground for Echunga. Coach Van Setter going to go up and have a chat to him. In fact, Liam Place coming on the ground, I should say. Coming off the ground is Jake Kirky, the captain.
Really liking Reece Slape's game at half-back or wherever he is for Echunga, down defence.
So the academy boy pitches it in. Ball comes to ground level. Going in hard there was Van Zetta, Kobe Van Zetta. Meantime, umpire Dawes says no prior, so ball up. Leaper is even, boom. Ball comes down. Once again, congested footy at ground level. Locked in there. Of course, the umpire sponsors, we have to thank Cherry,
Yeah.
Glen Osmond, Mount Pleasant Butcher, Sterling Hotel, Mortgage Choice, Apparel and Sports Power, Mount Barker. As one of them, umpire Dawes in action again. Another ball up.
Just Diva, areas of Blackwood's game that maybe have let them down over, say, the last few rounds.
Yeah, so ball use mostly. I think that's one area they've been working on a fair bit when they get their running game going. But you can see it today, that forward kick inside the forward half seems to improve.
Demon shared a ball and comes back down. Wood's defence brings it to ground level. Stacks on the mill.
And I believe also once the opposition have the footy, defensive transition is something they can Blackwood will have to work on as well, getting the ball back.
So umpire Dawes lurking. I think he's going to. I thought he might be going to play holding the ball there, but he let it flow. So just on the edge of the 50-metre arc, Echunga kicking towards the left of screen. They've only kicked the one goal, as you see, Blackwood 2-3. So 8-point lead at this stage to the Woods. Kick cut off there, fed out. Here's the Woods out, so put it forward. Oh, courage showing there from Blackwood. Yes, free kick earned there. Good attack on the incoming ball for the Woods there.
Yep. Baldacero, I think it is, out of side.
You're right, yep.
In the sunshine here. Wood Tech, Blackwood Oval, kick inside 50. Contested situation going to come up here. Was that a push out? Yes, it is. Umpire saw it that way. Unlucky, but it was there against Bailey.
You'll see the wind take that footy. I think Echunga have got 2 or 3 goal win this quarter.
So in the defensive half of the ground, Echunga at the 23-minute mark. They trail 2-3 to 1 goal. Kick out towards the outer side.
Oh, good grab.
Great grab over the top. Is that
Paddy Hall?
Paddy Hall. Short pass. So the Woods slowly building up here as Tyson Clark comes onto the ground and debut. Homensham has a bit of a break. Good start by him. Hocking wrapped up in the tackle. Double change coming up for Echunga. Onto the ground is Gerke, the captain.
So, Perella wins it down, hacked away by Van Zet in time. Rogers hacks it forward also, bouncing ball. Great attack on the ball from the Woods. Slung to the ground there.
Bailey Badco.
Yep, good to see you back in the side. He's sort of been in and out this year, his fourth game.
Yeah, a few injuries. Yeah.
Yep, well, that's a common thread over at Windy Hill, Diva. They're all not tough like you used to be in the days, play with broken legs.
How time forgets.
So, high kick to centre half forward. Is a chance here for Bailey. Was he edged out? No, said the umpire. Coming out is Baldacero, looks for support and then does on his own on the left. Chips it forward. And, well,
Josh Steer, I reckon.
All works out well. Is it Steer?
The basketball background.
As we can see here, Bailey, high kick.
Baldacero offering you something down there?
He's been very lively, hasn't he? I think what I like is he's hitting the front of the packs. I think Nick Bailey's been caught behind a couple of times. But Jack Baldaceros, yep, getting in front.
So Steer in his first full A-grade season hasn't kicked a goal so far. Has only played the 5 previous games. He's reversed that record. Well done. So Woods get their 3rd on the board through the agency of Steer.
Yeah, Josh Steer coming up from the reserves last week. Just classy footballer, really uses the ball well. Clean hands. I really like watching him playing at the moment.
All right, so Woods, after a little bit of a drought in goal kicking, I think the last goal kicker was at the 10-minute mark, Vandermeer, so we had a 14-minute period without a goal. So Blackwood 3-3, Echunga 1 goal, so a 14-point margin. Slight breeze, we believe, favouring the left of screen, or Echunga's scoring end. Here's a chance for Blackwood. Can get another late one. Tuck kicks the ball inside 50. Long, strong inside 50. Got the ground level support here. They've shown that in this quarter so far. Nice handball out. McCarthy was involved. Snap around the corner. Echunga, though, clear the ball from the defensive half of the ground towards the outer side. Perella, can the big man lumber his way over there and stop the Woods getting in? No, they can't. Snap round the corner. Half forward line now for Blackwood. Out towards the boundary line. And it looks like it's going to stay in. We're going to have a patch situation. Umpire Dawes says I'll have it.
Really good second effort in that passage of play by McCarthy. Chased the ball down, as you can hear the quarter time siren go in the background. So Blackwood coach Clyde Rigney will be pretty happy with the opening stanza from his troops. Damien Venning, they lead 3-3 to one straight, so a 14-point margin at quarter time.
Yeah, Clyde will be very happy with that. Great start by Blackwood. I felt like Echunga didn't get the ball for the first 6 or 7 minutes, and they started to work themselves into the game. However, Blackwood were able to score fairly efficiently when it went forward. Good players for Blackwood at the moment. I think Troy Hocking's having some moments in the middle of the ground. And the young fellas seem to be, the real young Blackwood boys are doing well with Alfie Homish and Fraser Morley, Josh Steer.
So 3-3, 21 now
21
to one goal. So 14-point margin there. So we will go into a quarter time break and be back more shortly here on Call It A While through Filming Footy. Back shortly.
This is the Hills Footy League Match of the Day.
Up to speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the coverage of Hills community football here.
Hi, this is World Cycling Champion Annette Edmondson, and the coverage of Hills football is always gold here.
Hi, this is Adelaide Crows AFLW draftee Zoe Prowse, and you're listening to my top pick when it comes to the Adelaide Hills community football coverage.
Hi, my name's Kevin Cheney, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
And welcome back. Here we are, Woodtech Blackwood Oval, and at quarter time, Blackwood leading 3-3, Echunga 1 goal. Good start by the Woods, you've got to say. Tuck, Morley and Steer getting goals. Late one there for Steer. And Vandermeer, the only goal kicker for Echunga. Damien Venning, of course, joining us today for special comments. Diva, what were your thoughts on the first quarter? We've got a bit of overcast conditions to start the second.
Yeah, I thought Blackwood controlled the footy for most of the quarter. I thought their midfielders in Hocking and Matty Tuck seemed to get on top, which was good. I think the ruck contest is pretty even, but I think the Blackwood mids are getting a much more footy. The Echunga do look dangerous when the ball gets in their forward 50, I must admit, with the high ball, but Blackwood have made the most of their opportunities, and most probably have more of the inside 50s, I would have thought, in the count.
Areas you think the Woods can improve to maybe go to another level here?
I'd just like to see the young players continue to have impacts. I think that's really important when you bring some young players in. They can rejuvenate a squad and a team. So they seem to be playing with a bit more run and carry, which is good to see. As I said before, I think defensively we've got to be Blackwood have got to be switched on to make sure we can get the ball back once we turn it over.
Okay, umpire Dawes sets them away. Perella, Zevenboon, Nalipa. Probably a 0-0 result. That one ball comes to ground, taken there by Place. Locked up in a tackle for Echunga, so once again umpire Dawes will commence play. So the ruckman doing battle in front. This time Perella gets it down. Once again Place feeds it out to Turner.
Well aware of him.
Yes, been well shadowed this afternoon.
Double team tackle there.
Because averaging in the high 30s with his disposal count. So once again umpire Dawes balls it up. This time Perella on his own. Bit of volleyball work, comes to Place. Gets back to a teammate, tries to zigzag his way through. That was Slape. Finally comes to a teammate, goes forward. Good contested mark taken there for the Demons by Nathan Ellis, the vice captain. Puts it forward, low raking kick, looking for Cross. Ball comes to the ground, fed out there. Intercepted by the Woods. Scrambly play to start off the opening stages of the second term. Ball fed backwards here. Here's young Jesse Cooper. Steadies himself. He's got a man loose in the ground. Picks him out. And the mark taken there for Echunga. Through the agency of Place, goes a low rating kick and finds Turner, probably one of his real possessions this afternoon.
Kick into the pocket, nicely done there by Slape. You mentioned him in the first quarter, I think.
Yeah, I think he's
Bailey James, Benny with the mark. Of course, Mount Lofty Junior has kicked 6 goals for the season.
Yep, nice kick by Slape.
Yeah, Slape giving a lot of rebound. Something Blackwood will have to watch. Very good first quarter, and he started the second quarter the same way.
So James with the shot at goal here. Minute and a half into the second quarter. This will be a handy start for Echunga for the second term. Had a good game against the Roos the last time we called Echunga earlier in the season. He goes bang, you can see the breeze holding it up there, and that's a point. So Echunga go to 1-1. Blackwood 3-3.
Good start by Echunga.
Kick in here for Venning.
You just feel that the conditions have become a little bit overcast. Maybe that breeze picking up a little bit here. So
Venning will bring the ball in here. Blackwood kicked 3 goals toward this end in the first quarter. He goes into the back pocket area. Taking the mark there is Hobby. So presses on. Can they work their way around this Blackwood? Nice kick. Finds Zevenboom. So Zevenboom, half back. Got some good run here. Along the interchange wing, the big man Perella slaps it out of bounds. So Zevenboom was involved in the lead-up, and his opposing number sees it out of bounds in between the interchange benches, centre wing, out of side.
Tell us a bit about Tyler Hobby, Loxton North product, I believe.
Yeah, first year down. Plays some really good footy in the reserves on the wing, and then has been up in the A grade for the last 2 or 3 games. And yeah, he's got some ability. Loves a bit of free footy outside.
Here's Hocking with a bit of grunt through the centre, gets it down towards Dunn. 1-on-1 battle there against Jackson Perry. Ball goes to ground. Held in there.
Who would be leading Blackwood best and fairest, do you feel, at the moment?
I've watched about 5 games.
In those 5 games, who's had a good year so far?
I think Matty Walton, Tyson Clark. I think Zach, my son's had a pretty good
I was going to say, were you asked to cast votes in those games?
No.
So I'd say Zach Venning would be lay down Mazier.
If I was casting votes, you most probably wouldn't get any. To be honest.
Ball taken by Ellis across the ground, finds a teammate out wide there. So you can just see people, see the breeze in the background just picking up, so people starting to rug up a bit here. Ball out wide. Echunga playing possession football here. They cut the ball back in towards the middle.
This is that transition when Blackwood have trouble getting the ball back off the opposition.
Yep, Van Zeta. Ball across the ground back to Perry.
I
guess the teammate, they're in trouble here. Dunn was on it like a seagull on a chip. Puts the ball forward, but it's Rogers back there unopposed for the Demons. Lifts the eyes and puts it up the line and finds a teammate.
Slape again.
Slape.
So Slape near the scoreboard, which reads 3-3. Echunga 1-1. Slape off one step. Nice mark overhead taken there by Ellis, the vice captain. Looking inboard. Twirling the ball. Wants someone to lead at him. He pops over the top to Van Zeta, who almost spilled it. So, slow kicking here by Echunga. Gets the ball into the middle of the ground. Nice leading though. That was beautifully done. Taken by the youngster and James, who had a shot before. So Bailey James. He's going to be kicking from 60 metres out here. He's going to low ball inside 50. Turner attacked it. Hasn't got much of it early. And there's Vancetta, who's wrapped up. So they've got the ball inside 50 though, Diva.
Yeah, Echunga really controlling the footy now, trying to chip it around, look for that free, having a lot of footy now.
Taken forward by Blackwood. Ball to Sarah over the top. The foot race is on here between Bailey and Slape. Bailey, can he control it? Over the top there, yes. Unfortunate. Bit of clumsy work there.
Nice turn of pace, Diva.
Yeah, he's quick, Nick Bailey, very quick, and as I said before, loves to take a mark.
Go around the grounds for quarter while. Quarter time, Loberthal 3-3, Nan Bremer 1-2. Mount Barker 2-3, lead Mount Lofty 2-1. And Country Division, Kersbrook out the blocks. Kersbrook 3-2, Kangarilla 2 behinds. That's the action back here at Woodtech over on Blackwood with Nick Bailey. Chance to put Blackwood's 4th goal on the board. As we said, recruited from Murrayville. Also spent some time at Flagstaff Hill. So James Davis, our lensman, right behind him. So the vision will tell the story.
Oh.
Pulls it to the left. So minor score signalled by umpire Adrian Muldoon. Moves the Woods on to 3-4. So lead 1-1.
That ball has gone right down the back. It's going to take him about 20 seconds to get back up that hill.
Club sponsors Echunga Course Solar Wholesalers. Get involved there. Sam Crenner and the team. And Blackwood sponsors Cattle Crash Repair, Edenwood Autos and Woodtech, the naming rights of the ground.
Geez, Cattle Crash Repairs, they would have sponsored when Noah played for Blackwood. They've been around a long time, haven't they?
Ever since I've been here, Pistols, yeah.
Well,
great
you've
sponsors.
had to use them a few times, David?
I have. Great sponsors of the footy club, Barry and Mick and the rest of the Cattles.
Here's Walton. Where's the ball now? It's snapped round the corner inside the forward pocket area. Dunn's down there, but it's taken mark for Echunga. I think it's Crombie in the back pocket. Kicks the ball outside of the defensive 50. Blackwood would like it to go back inside 50 once again for them. There's the youngster who's done some good things in the first quarter in Homersham. So out of senior Colts, is that right?
Yep. He's still eligible under 18. Yep.
Because Blackwood senior Colts sitting on top unbeaten, and you can see why if some of their guys cutting the mustard at senior level, and they've got to come back for the finals in under 18. So yeah. Also
good for the footy club to get these under 18s up with the senior players and mixing and getting a taste of the senior footy, which is good.
Absolutely. So ball up. Zimboom was the leaper, got it down. There's a chance stolen by Turner. It's starting to work his way into the game. Centre position though. All Woods at home. Comes across the ground. There's a foot race on. Clark. He's got support there from a teammate, but dashing through is Perry. Oh, great tackle applied there by McCarthy. In the meantime, comes back to Clark. Instead, he's got support from Verning. What will we do here? Spots up the lead of Dunn, and that's precision play from the half-back line by the Woods.
All started with Jacob McCarthy's run-down tackle. Great stuff by Jacob McCarthy.
Son of the great man, Nick.
Definitely. Oldest son. Liam played in the Rezzies today.
Yep. So, Nathan Dunn, as we said, past Moulden medalist, has spent some time at Edwardstown, back with the Woods this year. Not a renowned goal kicker, is he? Hasn't kicked one this year. He's going to make a liar of me because he has now.
Full back kick.
Got one in the face there from Hocking with the celebrations, but that's it's all part of it. So a good one there for Blackwood Diva after Echunga you felt was getting some good forward momentum.
Yeah, I thought Echunga had been controlling the footy well, and it was that transition, as I spoke about before, Jacob McCarthy's run-down tackle, and that's what Blackwood need to do. If they can get the ball back and then get their running game going, far better side.
Because Clark and Venning get involved, so...
play cricket together as well during the summer. Fast bowler and wicket keeper for the Ramblers.
Ramblers, we've got to be careful with our cricket sides around here, Coromandel, don't we?
Seven Boom in the ruck over the top of the American Lachlan. Clark around the contest here for the Woods, so's Tuck. Umpire Dawes says I'll have it. So the goal scoring drought has been broken, just ticking past the 9-minute mark. 4-4 now Blackwood, Echunga 1. Can Blackwood now go to another level after getting the all-important first goal in this second quarter? That's a good switching play there by Venning. Out towards the outer side, taken by Padroft. He had some good touches in the first quarter. Kicks it towards the half-forward line. Baldacera was lurking out the back, but a good relieving mark for Echunga.
So, chip forward. So, possession football here for the Demons. Through Hickman, puts it out wide. Finds Bailey James. James quickly puts towards the centre of the ground. Dangerous kick down well. Cut off by Matt Tuck. As I said, the past mile medalist. Season ravaged with injuries, but starting to find some vital touches. Puts it forward. Here's Baldacera, another one who's starting to have an impact on the game. Puts it towards the top of the square. Getting back is done. Great defensive work there by Josh Rogers. Just got the defensive fist in at the right time. Forced it through for a minor score. It was looking rather dangerous there.
Yeah, great spoil by Rogers. That's what you want your fullback to do. The ball was to the advantage of the Blackwood Dunn player, and really great spoil.
It's Rogers' late inclusion with the withdrawal of Matty Raitt, so they'll certainly miss his drive around the packs. Another past male medalist, Matty Raitt.
Chunga to bring the ball in here. Just looks like the Woods have got more attacking play going at the moment. 9 scoring shots to 2. Chunga not really getting forward momentum. Blackwood can power forward. We've seen that. Here's a chance though for the Demons through Cross. Here's Turner. He's got a few touches in this quarter. That's better. Long kick inside 50. 2-on-1 situation though. 2 Blackwood players hit the deck. Opens it up. Another opportunity here for
Cooper.
Echunga through Cooper. And umpire Dawes lets it go. So it's in the left forward pocket now for Echunga.
Just couldn't get the ball to sit there. Both the Demons outnumbered Bailey Jones. 2 Blackwood boys went to the ground, but fortunately the bounce of the ball didn't favour Echunga.
Lachlan went up. Stuck it off the ground.
Ooh,
Cross.
Cross. He's loving it. Euro.
There we go. That's a contender. Off the ground, left foot. And as I said, Echunga now 2-1. Blackwood 4-5. That's better attacking football.
Great opportunist goal off the ground. That's what you want your small forwards to do.
So James Cross with his 3rd goal for the year, of course, crossing over from Ironbank. That's Blackwood reaping the changes here, coming onto the ground. There's Tyler Hobby. So the Demons, let's see if they can score back-to-back goals. At the moment 2-1 plays 4-5, so the Woods with a handy break here. 16 points. So back in the centre, Zevenboom. That's Lachlan. Ball comes down. Still in the centre circle, diving in, and great courage out there by Jamison Duffield with the headgear for Echunga. Takes the resultant free kick, puts it out wide, and turn the direction. Good mark taken out there for the Woods by Paddy Hall.
Yep. Woods in the sunshine now, looking to move the ball quickly here. McCarthy was involved in the link-up play. Here's Padroth. Arches the back, tried to get the handball away. Turnover, though, for Echunga, taken by Duffield. Dangerous kick, but it's come off here for the last goal kicker in Cross. Premiership player, I reckon, in one of those thunderous premierships, I think against Birdwood. Meantime, he kicks the ball on the left boot out towards the outer side. Good work here by Echunga. They're starting to get things cracking a little bit.
Cooper.
So Cooper. Edge of the square. This kick will go inside 50 just and overhead strong, Vandermeer. Good build up there, Diva.
Yeah, good control by Echunga. Kick to mark. That's what they seem more dangerous, and they've got the some really strong forwards, particularly this chap Vandermeer.
So he kicked their first goal at the 9-minute mark of the first term. So he's got 27 for the season. So it looks like he's going to back himself in here, kicking into the breeze, but as we know, he can kick on. I think his best total of 91 goals in 2022 playing for Ironbank. Division 2, as you see, it's going to fall short. Zevenboom in front of the pack, got his hands to it, deflects forward. Padroff, strong performance by him so far, got across the Vanning, who nurses it around the boundary line, finds a teammate.
Yeah, I think it's Badco out there. Switches play. Walton on the left boot. Chips it nicely outside the defensive 50.
That's Morley.
So Morley, he goes another nice pass. Better movement here from the Woods. McCarthy, so Jacob McCarthy. just in front of us here at the 15-minute mark. Blackwood 4-5, Echunga 2-1. So a string of kicks coming off nicely here for the Woods.
And the young guys getting involved, Eva.
Yeah, Homerson playing well. Jacob McCarthy up forward as well, one of our normal defenders playing up forward. So Clyde Rigney making some changes.
Here's a chance for Tuck. Handball out. Involved in that link up with Thompson. It's inside 50 now for the Woods, and that's going to be a free kick to Tuck. Advantage played. Yep. Goal.
Yeah, the free kick scrag there was Hall, I think, but the ball. Sorry, Steer, my apologies. Yeah, 37. Yeah, but advantage paid to Tuck. So he gets his second goal of the game, and, nice response by the Woods.
Seems whoever's controlling that footy through the middle of the ground, kick to mark, as I said before, when Echunga had a shot on goal. Whoever can control the footy and be effective with their kicking seems to be getting scoring opportunities.
So Blackwood 5-5, Echunga 2-1 here. So 22-point margin here. Midway through the second quarter, so Echunga may have come into this game slight favourites given their good recent form and Blackwood's injuries, but the young Woods certainly rising to the challenge here this afternoon. Comes out the place, quick hands, gave it to Slaby's under pressure by Baldacero, well done, and draws a free kick for too high, so Jack Baldacero, what's on offer for him? He'll go back and go long towards centre forward.
Long kick inside 50, Dunn's down there. One-on-one contest and held up. So 30 metres out from goal now for the Woods. Tuck, last goal kicker for them. So goal for goal, but Blackwood just with the slight advantage in this quarter so far. And they've got another chance here. Snap round the corner by Hobby into a dangerous position. Soccer off the ground, not quite. Rush through for a minor score.
Just repeating quarter time scores: Lobe 3-3, Nanbrummer 1-2, Mount Barker 2-3, Mount Lofty 2-1, and Country Division Kersbrook 3-2, Kangarilla 2 behinds.
Diva, 17 minutes gone.
Pretty even contest, I think, even though Blackwood have got the ascendancy on the scoreboard. I think both teams are having their opportunity to control the footy.
Oh,
good running
there.
Solid landing
there. Yeah, good running game of footy.
Pat Hall went up.
Yeah, Pat Hall in a world of pain at the moment as he came down heavily. Here's Tuck. We know he do something constructive with the ball, puts it forward, defended by the Demons, goes out wide, chips to Cooper, who's made his way down, takes a mark on the half-back flank, back pocket area, scoreboard side of the ground. Just enjoying our coverage. Hills Football League Division 1 comp, called a while coming just through filming footy. So Cooper, what's on offer, decides to go high up the line. Pack sets himself, across the big leaper, came down there. Well done, there's a bit of push and shove behind the play.
That's gone all the way.
Strong work by Michael Thompson.
That's gone all the way. That's a goal.
That's how Michael Thompson, was it?
Yeah, that's unbelievable. That's the snag
I'd like
of
to
the day.
see that one again. That's a fantastic effort.
Well, he did the fend off and then he's unloaded a barrel.
His first A-grade game for this season, Diva, and strong attempt in the mark from Cooper's high
Pretty
kick.
sure
You can see
it
number
was.
22 at the front, grabs the
Fend
ball,
off and
shrugs
then
him off,
throws
goes
with the
bang on the
top.
left.
Look at that.
Clears done. Or was it
a toe poke finish?
Baldacero.
Yeah, I think Baldacero might have got a toe on it
just nailed it, yeah.
All right.
Spoil the party. Michael Thompson's first game in the A grade this year spends a lot of time doing some weights. I can tell you, he's always in the gym doing weights. So that's that fend off.
So I tell you what,
Well,
doesn't
paid
matter
off
get it,
there.
but Baldacero, the little toe poke through, but Thompson doing the hard work. So Blackwood extending the lead 6-6 to 2-1, Benny.
Yeah, very nice goal there. That's still a snag contender. Lewis around the contest, 7 boom, good harassing. Free kick here for the big man.
If Baldacero does get the honours, he'd have to invite Thompson around for the barbecue.
Yeah, split that. 7 boom. Handballs off. Venning, we've seen this quite a lot this season. Kick inside 50. Ground level. Tuck was sniffing. Good work. Echunga clear the ball out of towards the middle of the ground. But once again, a good relieving mark there by Blackwood in the middle of the
Tyson
ground.
Kershaw, one of the young ones, under 18 from last year, playing his first season.
So Kershaw chips it forward.
Padroff.
Sounds Padroff. Been impressed with his game. Strong, brutish. Wouldn't expect that from a Padroff.
He's playing well, Cody, yeah.
Ball goes to ground. Stacks on the mill. Done working. Bailey grabs the ball. High kick. Chaos ball, handballed clear.
They're on here, Blackwood.
Comes back, here's Tuck. You know, he'll do something when he gets the opportunity, and he goes bang.
Snudders.
7th on the board.
Yeah, they're on.
Yeah, goal from nothing really. Ball just came in, as Pistol said, a bit of a chaos ball, and Matty Tuck, as he does so often in the past, just finds himself in the right spot at the right time.
Danger signs here for Echunga. Let's have a look at this again. A lot of numbers around the action here for Echunga. Blackwood had the players out nicely, and Tuck, nice work by Lewis as well, and a good finish.
You can see why they've missed his input. It's just just shows that's what his third goal for the game, and just where he knows where the goals are, and you know he's going to give you something once he gets it.
Yeah, Matty Tuck, class player, uses the ball really well, and he carries the footy too. I think we've been missing that, as Blackwood have been missing that all year, that carry. Getting a lot of carry off the back line too, as you mentioned, Cody Padroff.
Rucks go at it.
Oh, medalist.
Perella won it down. Not getting much advantage though out of the middle. Echunga
holding the ball against Turner there.
Free kick for Blackwood. So once again they'll go forward here for the Woods, dominating in the last 5 odd minutes. Relieving mark there by Galliford. He's keen to move it towards the outer side. Here's a chance for Echunga now. Under pressure though, there's 3 Blackwood players around the contest. Short pass.
Cooper.
So Cooper with the ball, outer side. 22 minutes gone. Blackwood 7-6. Echunga 2 goals 1. Here's Perella, the big man. Stop-start football here from Echunga. Only kicked 1 goal in this quarter so far. 2 goals for the half. So Perella throws the ball on the boot, gets it towards the half-forward line. Strong overhead mark. Rogers kick inside 50 and finds Vandermeer.
Echunga with aerial dominance, when they can get the ball in quick to a one-on-one, they seem to be taking their marks, contested marks. I'd like to see Echunga try and kick the ball a bit deeper and as often as they can.
So Vandermeer, as we said, kicked their opening goal. He's had a couple of shots since. So Kenny nailed this one to just stop a mini break by the Woods. Sets it on its way. Tell you what, it's a pretty good kick by the spearhead. Gets the maximum return for his team. So Vandermeer with his second goal.
Yeah, as I just said, Echunga's aerial, they've got some good marking forwards up there. Let's get the ball inside and give their marking options a chance at it.
Matt T, go Troy Hocking, he's the man. And he also says Nathan Dunn said he was going to kick 6 goals today. Well, there you go.
Well, he's got 1. He's still another half to go. You never know what will happen.
So umpire Dawes will get us underway here at the 23-minute mark. 7-6, Blackwood, Echunga 3-1. Very important goal, that one.
He'll probably tell you he's handed out 5 already, though, Diva, wouldn't he?
Here's Lewis.
I think Dunny's enjoying it up there.
Kick into the half-forward line, ground level. Good attack on the ball by Bailey. Meantime, Echunga looking to repel. Oh, that's holding the ball from the youngster. Almost.
Ooh.
Thought he took him on there.
That's long bottom there. Really lucky to get away with that.
So Perella and Zevenboom once again engage in the ruck contest at ground level. Hands off. Turner. James takes it. Moves it out towards the outer side.
Hickman.
Quicker movement here from Echunga now. Turner, he's going to get it on. Open it up into the forward line. That's nice movement. So here's a chance for Echunga to get another one on the board because they've got the tall timbers down here. Vandermeer over the back, hit the ground. And it's rushed through for a minor score. Is it going to stay? No, it's pushed through.
Just watch Turner's hard running. He got the ball at half back and then ran 60, 70 metres to get another option with his elite foot skills.
Yeah, he's starting to work into the game. That's Benny Goldfinch. Meanwhile, Blackwood boy down a little bit proppy. He's up on his feet now, although
Tyson Kershaw, I think.
Hip.
So play just being held up for a minute.
Bit sore on that right hip by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Might have been a corky in the marking contest, I think.
So, ball back into play now, out wide. Blackwood possession football, comes up the line. Teamed by Tyler Hobby. Hobby gives the run of Waldron, the skipper today. A little short kick. Generous 15 metres. It's the mark taken by Michael Thompson. The ball puts it towards the centre of the ground. He's got a loose man there. in Luke Lewis. So Lewis almost in the centre of Woodtech Oval in Blackwood. He's got a runner out wide. Honours that, comes to Venning. Arches the back, goes towards the lead, and that's position play. Ends there with Josh Steer, I think it is.
Oh, here we go. Here's a chance.
Who in turn has found another young man, and the debutant.
Chance for his first
in
A-grade
Alfie
goal.
Homerson.
Great transition footy from almost end to end there. Yep.
Using the space very well. There's the Woods. So Homerson.
Nice kick.
Goal kicker in the 18s. Is
He is a lovely kick, Alfie. Now I've put the mockers on him, of course.
So important moment in the young man's football career.
Get around
And
it.
I tell you what, here they come. Well done, Alfie.
Good controlled footy by Blackwood. Good run from the defence as Tyson Kershaw still making his way off here. Looks very sore.
Yeah. Get him in the... get him iced up there by the looks of it.
Yeah, the physio there next.
They'll be right. Give him a lay down in the becks and he'll be back for the second half, hopefully. The young man, but he said very gingerly. Just disappointing for the young man, but at the other end of the coin, bit of jubilation there for Alfie Homerson. His first A-grade goal. So it's extended the Woods lead 8-6 to 3-2 here on Call of the Wild. Hills Football League filming footy.
Yep.
Centre of the ground, Perella gets the ball down.
He does. Down to teammate there in Gurkey. Tuck over the contest. So Rucks will go at it again in Zevon Boom and Perella. Umpire's waiting here. Not much action in the last 30 seconds or so.
Fairly even battle in the midfield, I think. I don't think any midfield's really on top.
So the Rucks go at it again. Perella, Zevon Boom. Neutral duel there. Here's a chance for Lewis. Gets it out the back. Here's a chance for Venning on the left boot. Kicks it out high. Watch out. This could be a collision coming up. Oh, almost attempted mark there. Taken by Bailey. Ground level. Here's a chance for the Woods to go forward. Hobby. Oh, nice work. Thompson on the left boot. Dangerous kick for the Echunga defence. Into the pocket area. Dunn was involved. Clark's going to push it out of bounds, and that's where it goes. Nice work by the Woods.
Dusty Thompson, is that the
Yeah, I was
the
just
nickname?
thinking, I could think so strong and just loves the fend off. Yeah, boy, Michael Thompson.
As stated, spends all summer in the gym.
Boundary throw and inside 50 here for the Woods. Can they get another one? Controlled this second quarter. But here's a chance for Echunga to clear the ball out. Probably only a few seconds left in the quarter. It's 34 points the margin.
So Galliford puts it across the ground. Finds a teammate out wide. Nurses up the line. Still in the danger area, but a good mark taken there
James.
by James. That's a good mark by the youngster.
Had a good quarter.
Yeah, he's had an impact, that's for sure. So not a lot on offer, so he goes sideways to go forwards. Teammate out wide. So in the dying moments of the second term, Blackwood building up a handy 34-point lead here, 8-6 to 3-2.
Where have they got the edge, Diva, in this quarter?
I think they've used the win. I think both sides are trying to use this win. I think it's about a 2 or 3 goal win. I reckon getting the ball inside 50 as often as we can, long and direct. I think that gives the opportunity, and you can see, not blasting away, but getting the ball in with some direction's been the key.
Oh,
So winging the ball on the outer side, ball to Sarah there, a bit
Push
of a
out.
push out. Yes, knowledge by umpire Dawes.
Echunga trying to control the footy as well against
Yep.
this breeze.
So just keeping it low. So they go backwards to go forward, this time across to Jackson Perry. Puts it across here to Rogers, who's done some good work in defence. Said late inclusion with the withdrawal of Matty Rayett. So Josh Rogers puts it up the line. Perella's the target. The big man goes up unopposed. 1 grab, 2 grab. Takes the mark. Looking for someone to run off. We'll take it by foot. Puts it forward, looking for Vandermeer. A good spoil there. In the meantime, the siren is gone. And that will conclude the opening half here. And it's Blackwood heading in with, a pretty handy lead. 8-6-54 to Echunga 3-2. Jeff Pastola, Benny Goldfinch with you as we're joined with special comments this afternoon by past Blackwood champion Damien Venning, who'll just give us a quick assessment of his thoughts of that opening half.
Good opening half of footy. I think it's free-flowing most of the time. If you have the footy, I think the opposition team are having difficulty trying to get the ball back. And I think that's the difference in the score. I think Blackwood have been able to turn the ball over and get scores from turnover a little bit more efficiently than what Echunga have. I still think Southern Demons look dangerous when the ball goes high inside their 50. I think they've got a marking options up there, so it'll be interesting if they can get some midfield dominance. Turner started to get a bit more footy that quarter. If he can get involved and get the ball inside 50, then they're going to pose a little bit of a problem down there. Blackwood need to continue to do what they're doing. I felt it was the more experienced players in that quarter. I thought Matt Tuck had a really nice quarter, getting some free footy. Cody Padroff, as mentioned in the call. And I reckon once Blackwood get the footy, I feel like their half-backers and backline are running off and providing options and getting the ball inside 50. So if they can continue to do that, then that'll hold them in good stead.
So Tuck with 3 goals for the first half, very handy. Morley, Steer, Dunn and Baldacera, and of course Alfie Homishall with his first goal in A-grade footy, and Vandermeer with 2 and James Cross with a single for Echunga. So we'll just head into half-time break now. We'll be back shortly here at Woodtech Oval, but as we say, Blackwood in charge. They led by 15 points at quarter time. They've extended to 34 points here at the long interval. Back with more shortly on Filming Footy, called the Wild Hills Football League.
This is the Hills Footy League. Match of the day.
Speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the coverage of Hills community football here.
Hi, this is World Cycling Champion Annette Edmondson, and the coverage of Hills football is always gold here.
Hi, this is Adelaide Crows AFLW draftee Zoe Prowse, and you're listening to my top pick when it comes to the Adelaide Hills community football coverage.
Hi, my name's Kevin Cheedy, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
Okay, welcome back live here to Woodtech Oval in Blackwood, and it's really good when you get to be associated with people who are not only sponsors Call It a While, but they actually involved themselves in the footy scene, and we're talking about the man who each week generously supplies us with the Snag of the Day award, and it also happens to be the coach of the Blackwood Reserves, and we're talking about Daniel Lowe. Daniel, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Pistols. Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, firstly, Snag of the Day, we love the concept. It's something that I saw interstate from a butcher shop over there. Brought back with the idea, went into Lowe's meat store, meat company. Happened to run into you, suggested it to you, and I think the prize was they gave a kilo of sausages. You generously said, no, we'll give a $25 voucher. So we thank you very much for that. And I know all the players who receive it love it. Some of them, it's the best meal to have for a week.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, we're super happy and proud to be a part of that and supporting community footy. We're a part of the Hills, and so to give back a little bit to the Hills and being passionate about footy myself, I didn't really have to think about it too much, was it? It was like, no, yes, we'll provide that sponsorship and it goes a long way in terms of exposure for the Call of the Wild as well and the support of local businesses, which is great.
Yeah, no, we very much appreciate your efforts, and we like to be forerunners on the Call of the Wild, as you know, and I noticed that the Adelaide Footy League have actually taken on board what we've set up here, and they actually have a Snag of the Day down there, but I don't know if their products or prizes are as good as what we give.
No, look, I wouldn't have thought so, being a little bit biased, but hey, we're the pioneers of it, aren't we? So Pistol, so well done in coming up with that concept, and as I said, we're more than happy to provide that support and ongoing support too, because it's only get bigger and bigger, and you guys do a fantastic job. So.
Hey, Benny Goldfinch and myself, and Jane J. Hill, we always sort of sing the praises of Lowe's Meat Company, but it's probably best to hear it, I wouldn't say from the horse's mouth, but the cow's mouth. Just tell us about the business and your products.
Yeah. Dad and I, our motto, I guess, up in Mount Barker, where Lowe's Meat Co is, was more so to ensure that families get back around the dinner table, have really good quality product at a reasonable price. So that's what we do, and that's what our business is all about. And I guess the return customers have been absolutely fantastic. So look, we offer everything from, we've got 20 flavours of snags.
20 flavours?
And all of them are very popular, through to our roasted business as well. So we, if you want a Sunday roast, don't feel like cooking, because not many of us do on a Sunday afternoon. Monday morning is work day. Ring up the shop and say, look, I want a roast for 4. We'll chuck some veggies in, gravy, cook it all for you. Just pick it up.
Wow.
You go home, pot the bottle of red wine or whatever you like, and dinner is ready for you. So that's something that we do for free.
How to impress the bride?
100%, yeah. Mother's Day, it's very, very popular. Even Christmas time, we cook the turkeys for our customers as well too. So it's some service or a service that we provide free of charge, which is very popular.
Now, if people listen to this idea think that's for me, where do they find Lowe's Meat Co?
We're in the Mount Barker Village Shopping Centre, so just across the road from Dan Murphy's. We always like to say where where that is. They do go together. So right next to the Foodland Shopping Centre there. We're open 7 days a week. We love to support our local community. So love to see you and pop in and say hello.
Fantastic. Now, we'll put the other hat on, which you're wearing already. Yes. The Blackwood Football Club. Just tell us about your involvement with that and your coaching career over the journey.
Yeah, sure. So I've been in the Blackwood Football Club around about 9 years. Was a C grade coach in my first coaching stint. An assistant to Adam Pope in the B grade. We won a flag in 2015 with the B grade. Won a couple of flags in the C grade comp, which was fantastic. Went away down to the Southern Footy League for 1 year for Port Noarlunga, which was a great experience. A good mate of mine was the A-grade coach down there. And then when Ryan Anderson came back as an A-grade coach, there was an opportunity there to come back as their reserves coach and been there ever since. And we've got a terrific young group coming through. And I've been at the helm there for it's my 6th year now. So building towards something with that young group, trying to bridge the gap with junior players coming through to senior footy, and we've got Clyde in the A-grade role at the moment, which you guys had an interview with on Wednesday, which was he's a great talker, very calm, collected. But so I've been involved in the coaching group, I guess, coaching team for quite some time, and played off in a grand final last year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't get the chockies, but that's
better for the experience, Daniel.
Absolutely better for the experience. They say you need to lose one to win one.
Well, they do say that but,
sometimes,
but
would have been nice to win.
It's not good at the time.
It would have been nice to win it, but the lads had a great day today, and look, we sit in second spot, which is fantastic. So it's all about junior development, which is super exciting here at the Blackwood Footy Club.
Yeah, it must be, as we see the senior side come back onto the ground and leading at the moment 8-6 to 3-2. As we talked about today, there's a couple of debutants, a couple of others who are just playing their first, second or third games. Yeah. And obviously you must see in the reserves also guys getting promoted at under 18. So that junior development system is working pretty well here at Blackwood.
Yeah, it certainly is. And it's super, super exciting to see Alfie and Sam.
Yeah, and Alfie kick his first A-grade goal.
And look at it, it's just it means a lot to the footy players. You would have seen in the live stream there, everyone getting around him. So he's been playing some super footy. He's played a couple of reserves games for us this year, as is Sam Wright. And the future is somewhat bright in terms of those junior footy players coming through, which is super, super exciting for us. So yeah, it's been great to see them come through.
Fantastic, mate. All right, mate. Well, thanks for joining us. All the best for the rest of the season. I'll tell you what, we might put you to work because we'd love for you to actually, with the Snag of the Day award, seeing, as I said, you generously donate it, you to be involved with the presentation this afternoon after the match if we can do that for you.
We'd love to. Fantastic.
So, Daniel Lowe has joined us from the Blackwood Football Club.
All right, half-time is almost up here. Woodtech Blackwood Oval, and the Woods in control, 8-6 to 3-2. Damien Venning, once again, joining us for the third term. Diva, you went out and about during the half-time interval. What were the thoughts from the locals?
Yeah, Blackwood crowd very happy with what's going on. We haven't had a win since round 4. Third quarter's, Jane said, is our best quarter, so looking forward to seeing that.
All right, so back into it. Let's see if Echunga can hit back here as we get underway in the third term.
Looking to see Brett Turner pick his game up here and get the Southern Demons back into it.
All right, that's a key thing here. Obviously, Turner's been the main possession winner all season. Lewis gets it out. Nice work. Hobby involved. Ball's out the back. Kicks out towards us. In the link-up play is Jacob McCarthy. Meantime, the ball's fisted by Echunga there through Longbottom. And it's out of bounds, just near coach Darren Van Setter, who no doubt would have revved up his group at half-time. Just trying to get them going here. Only kicked 3 goals in the first half. They beat Blackwood earlier in the season. Just any stats there from Jaden J. Hill, Diva, at half-time, which could be interesting, besides that third term.
Of course, Blackwood's best third quarter, was against Harndorf, where they scored 42 points against Harndorf. The most. That was Clyde's first game in charge. So I think he'd be happy if they can do that again today.
I think they kicked 7 unanswered goals in that one and almost hit the lead in that final term. Meantime, they're in control at the moment. Clark got it out to Walton. Both of those guys played interleague. Great transition play here. I think it was Badco involved in the link-up. Here's a chance for Dunn. And it's going to be held up. Any changes that you've noticed to the
Didn't
Woods
see
setup?
Tyson Kershaw come back out. I'm not sure if he made it back out with that hip. Clyde Ringley still going with some of those defenders playing sort of forward roles for Blackwood, which is seems to be working. Dunn and Baldasaris.
Well, here's the youngster on debut in Homasham. How'd you see his first half?
Yeah, really good for a first gamer. Got the first quarter, he was all over the place, getting lots of footy. So well done to Alfie on that first quarter. Just working into the game nicely.
8-6. Blackwood got the ball inside attacking 50 here. Echunga 3-2, but Echunga with the kick out.
Around the grounds half-time, Mount Lofty 6-6, Mount Barker 3-3. Believe there's a bit of a breeze up there. Mount Nanbremmer 5-5, Loberthal 3-6, and down in the country division, Kersbrook 5-3, leading Kangarilla 1-3.
Wow, they beat them earlier in the season.
Yeah, so second versus third, important game there for the Brookers particularly. So Blackwood holding the ball in the forward lines.
Venning.
So Venning sets it up high, top of the square. Lumbering out was the big American. Lachlan brings the ball to ground. Dunn getting involved. Oh, brute strength there. Gets boots the ball and gets a point for his efforts there. But certainly a determined approach by Blackwood here today, Diva.
Yeah, Blackwood peppering at the moment in the start of this third quarter, which will please the coach. 3 minutes in and the ball's inside 50 for most of the quarter. So particularly with this 2 or 3 goal breeze.
So 5 goals to 2 in that second term when kicking with the breeze. It's given Blackwood a handy lead. It'll be interesting to see if the Demons can reply here. Ball out wide. Fed out there by Cooper to a teammate. Ball goes further afield. Here's a chance for Big Perilla on his own. Takes the mark. Half-forward flank area. Very good conditions here for football this afternoon. Tad windy, but over in pretty good nick. Badco dropped what he should have taken. Over the top of the ball. Vandermeer flicks the ball out here.
All right, here we go.
Place on the run.
Steers it through.
Has converted.
That's the key. Fast entry, big long kick out of defence. 60, 70 metre kick. Get the ball inside 50 for Echunga. Ball on the ground. A good score.
So 4 minutes into the second half. Leon Place kicking their first goal for either side. It's a good angle running finish there. So to say they needed that as a bit of a confidence booster is understatement. So pulled the margin back. 8-6 to 4-2 here on the call of the Wild.
Place has been busy this whole game. Yeah, he's been good for Echunga.
So back in the middle, the big Americans having a bit of a burst in the ruck. Big Lachlan. Seven Boom as well. Hocking's in there. Tuck. Lewis head-to-head against Turner. Don't want to let him get off the leash here in this third term. Echunga have got the goal. Bridge it back, 4-2 to 8-6. Rucks go at it. Seven Boom flies in. Lachlan at ground level. Umpire will throw it up again. Once again, Seven Boom wins that one. Tried to get it to Tuck, who had a dynamic start. Turner shrugs aside a couple of tacklers. Here's good possession footy from the Demons. And a good tackle there by Hobby.
To see Turner's work rate again, gets back to the outside of that contest, then he's a classy mover.
Lewis really has to keep an eye on him here.
His Hobby battling at ground level. Does well. Trying to shrug his way clear, I think it was Ellis. Comes up with the ball. Umpire Sims says, well, ball up. Because the umpires, I think their sponsors, Cherry Glen Osmond and Mount Pleasant Butchers, Sterling Hotel, Mortgage Choice, Appel, Sports Power, Mount Barker. Meanwhile, the ball Coming clear here.
Van Zetta's down.
McCarthy, it's Van Zetta down. Behind play in the sleeves.
I think they've already got a couple of injuries at Echunga.
The free kick has been paid. It's going to go here to Bailey James. I think McCarthy ping perhaps for holding the ball. So Bailey James, said crossing over this year from Mount Lofty. He's got a lead out here. Slipping clear on his own was Cross. Went over his head. He follows up though, but good defence here for the Woods, pushing the ball forward there. I think it's Batco, yeah. In the meantime, a nil-all situation as Baldacero with the ball under him. Cross over the top of him, so umpire draws the ball up.
Half forward line. 7 Boom won it down. Clearing kick. Here's Baldacero. Handball's back. Clark involved in the link-up play. First game also involved in Homasham. Umpire says play on. Mad scrap. Some players going to ground here.
Nick Bailey holding that left leg.
She'd done a bit unlucky there not to complete that mark. It's umpire Sims just holds up players, getting up gingerly, but thankfully on 2 feet is Bailey.
Out of side. Lachlan will go up once again against 7 Boom. Here's a chance for the goal kicker nicely, he didn't set up a goal to Baldacero. Thompson in the meantime. It's out towards the outer side. Here's Walton. Can he get the bounce? Yes, he can. Oh, bit of a fend off against Van Zetta.
Got him in the collarbone. He's not happy at the moment.
Inside 50. Blackwood, Baldacero, can he keep his feet?
Oh,
Bailey!
Bailey!
The corner by Bailey.
Has he kicked that?
In. Jeez, what about the tension? That's a goal.
That's a Hitchcock psycho thriller. Finally, Bailey, that's a remarkable. Look at him, he's got the chainsaw going. It's Van Zetta coming up.
He's in a world of pain there.
But Bailey.
2 minutes ago, Nick Bailey was holding that leg.
He was. Imagine what a goal can do to you, Diva. But I tell you what, that is certainly a candidate for the snagger today.
Most definitely. Really good spot in front of the pack there. Baldacero's fought hard.
The Axeman would have loved that one.
The Axeman will be up and about. Great goal by Nick Bailey.
So, nice suspense work by the goal umpire too. Adrian Muldoon just adding to the occasion. So, Blackwood 9-6, Echunga 4-2.
Yep, Lachlan won it down, clearing kick out from the middle. Echunga got some men down at the moment. Van Zetta off with that collarbone. I haven't seen Slape also. I thought his leg strapped, and also Rhodey was had leg strapped at half time, so they might not have any interchange bench at the moment at Echunga.
Walking wounded, Benny, as you said.
Half forward line. Can they hit back at Echunga? Or will the Woods push on? Kick out toward the outer side. Here's Baldacero. He's pushed out of it. Ball is hot here, and that's holding the ball. Umpire sent it that way. Thompson.
Very quick on the whistle there, Bruce Dawes.
So, ball comes across here. It's the big man Lachlan tripping in his hobby. Loxton North product. Handballs it off to the runner McCarthy. Here's a chance for Dunn. He's the target. Makes the front position, but good work there by Josh Rogers. Used his body well.
Real opportunity here for Blackwood to take it up at a level.
So, Rogers tries to switch the play, but it's an ungamely kick, but it does find Galliford, the former Ironbank boy. Chips up the line. Intended target there was Perry, but cutting it off nicely is Tyson Clark. So I tell you what, he'll make him pay for a mistake here. Clark has yet to kick a goal today. He has 6 for the season, and
they're on the push here, Woods.
Just some sloppy defensive attempted clearance there. So Tyson Clark, HFL rep, junior product of the club.
Missed that.
And has pulled it wide.
Diva?
Yeah, Echunga need to be careful with those disposals. One-step kicks, the ball's, got to follow through with that kicking just to allow Tyson Clark to get in there and have a shot at goal, but that wind caught it. Blackwood are pushing, I reckon.
Great comment there by a man to kick 4 goals in a premiership victory. Knows how to kick them.
Kick it in the middle of the ground. This is Padroff. Handballs off. Starting to really get things going now. The Woods. Venning. Nice lace-out pass. Finds Morley. Good composure. Not quite. Kick inside 50. Didn't hit the target. James. Echunga worked the ball into the middle of the ground. They're queuing up here. The Woods. Nope. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. But Venning has time to go to Lewis. He goes in turn back to Zevon Boom. Nice link-up play. Oh, it's not quite the best play there, but it's held up.
Put themselves under pressure with handballs to players that were covered. Might have been better going for a kick there.
Turning back the clock there over McCarthy in possession with about 4 blokes hanging off him. So, Zevenboom comes out here. Quick kick away. Oh, great pick up by Homerson. Gives it back to Hobby. Hobby gets onto that left boot, puts it forward, but intercepted mark taken for the Demons there by Galliford. So Reece Galliford, what's on offer? He's got a lead out wide. On a Zat.
Oh, got to go. Oh.
Good work there by Cooper. Gathers the ball. He's got support there from Turner, but in the meantime, illegal disposal has been paid against Cooper, so Blackwood through Badco relieved the pressure.
Out towards the outer side. Turner just can't get into it. Woods on the top attack here through Clark. Vision is nice to Baldacera. I've liked his game. As I said, that is wrapped up there by Turner. But the Woods keep pressing forward through Thompson on the left boot. They're preparing, just can't quite get it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, good play by Blackwood, controlling the footy. Baldacera getting up their ground, which is making a difference. His kick, he's a lovely kick, Baldacera, when he gets the footy.
So 12 minutes expired in this third term. Blackwood have added 1-3. Stadium Vending said if been accurate, the game could well be over. Echunga yet to reply.
No pine for Echunga, I don't reckon.
It's an opportunity. Perella gets it out. Stolen though by Padroff. Comes out here to Bailey. Kicked that miracle goal a minute ago. Comes back here. Woods, good team play through to centre and onto the lead of Bailey this time. Bailey this time with the ball. Puts it forward. Looking for Dunn or pushes off his opponent nicely. Rogers, foot race on Dunn. Can he nail it in the back net of the net?
No.
Good pressure though from the Demons on the last line defence. Gerke is pretty happy to see it over the line for another minor score. 1 goal for is a return for Blackwood in this term.
Rogers been very, very good down back.
Usually used to him up forward in the past, but he has done a good job, as I said, late inclusion after the withdrawal Matt Rayett.
Ball on the outer side as Baldacera has a bit of a breather. Push and shove between Thompson, just showing his upper body strength there. Well, they're having a bit of a... Oh, this is on now. He's just wanted to win out there in that battle. Ragdoll sort of stuff. Umpire Dawes throws the ball up. Rucks go at it. Zevenboom at ground level. Tried to cleverly slap it out. Here's Turner. One of his rare real bursts. Kick. Tried to get it to the centre half forward, but Lachlan is out position there.
Paddy Hall.
So Hall, short pass over the top to Walton. He'll just... maybe go back inside a defensive 50 or switch play nicely out towards the outer side. Here's Venning. He can have a bounce, maybe 2. Or he opts to go the kick out towards the outer side. Hocking's on here. Can he collect it? Tracks it towards the boundary line outer side. 13 minutes, 50 seconds. 9-9 Blackwood. Echunga 4-2. Diva.
Blackwood's defensive unit really giving them a lot of run. Once they win the footy, they all go. Like to switch the play, use the footy. I think that's been the difference this quarter.
So Perella gets it down, trying to crash his way through was Vandermeer playing up the ground. Looks like he's drawn a free kick. So Josh Vandermeer has kicked 2 goals, long way from home on this occasion, puts it forward up towards Lachlan. Paddy Hall wearing him closely, appears to have infringed him. Hall just showing his disdain for that decision. As it'll be the big man from Colorado and Will Lachlan. How many Americans have played HFL? We know obviously Mason Cox and a couple others in the AFL, but probably a first in HFL circles. It's a good handball from Hobby.
Oh, another Echunga player down here.
Yeah, wide is Clark. Yes, quite right behind play. Keep an eye on that one, Benny. It's using the ball well there. Blackwood up the wing area. Yeah, guys who we haven't seen much of in the second half so far. Matty Tucker was such a big influence. Perhaps he'll get involved in this next passage of play. Coming across again was Vandermeer. Oh, he collected Lewis. Meanwhile, ball taken out here.
Oh, great vision.
Here's
by Hocking.
Hobby. He can run all the way into goals and nail a perfect finish, which he does.
Yep. So great vision by Hocking.
Great footy. Switching the play, as we said before, getting it to the open side, and great finish by the young Blackwood recruit. Doesn't look like there's too many Echunga blokes ready to come on here.
No, they're cooked.
Guernseys are off.
Yep, unfortunately.
So, second goal of the season for Hobby. More importantly, extends this lead for the Woods. So, good finish there. As it's swayed across the umpire, Adrian Muldoon raising the 2 fingers Hobby's second goal. Blackwood's 10th, they're 10-9. Echunga 4-2 here on the call with the Wild coming to you from Woodtech Oval in Blackwood. Round 14, Hills Football League Division 1 action.
16 minutes gone. One-way traffic here. James, lace out pass to the big American who just is in the right position there to take a juggling mark. Oh, in fact, it's Perella, sorry. Lachlan was in the ruck. All right.
Only the one goal for the season so far, the big fella. Of course, spent some time Sandford ranks at Westies and Sturt. Last year played at Oyen in the Victorian Mallee.
So Perella, bang on 50. Kicks at goal and kicks it through the middle. So his second goal for the season. And the immediate reply there, Diva for the Demons.
Yeah, straight out of the middle there for Echunga, actually. Bailey James come on the wing, a bit of push and shove with the last Blackwood goal kicker, Hobby. And then he was able to get loose and a nice kick inside 50. As I said, Echunga good. Once they get the ball inside 50, they want to get it in as much as they can. A beautiful kick. Absolutely beautiful kick by Perella.
Straight as a die, as they say.
Doesn't look so great over there to the south.
No, well, the weather conditions, you just see the club flag fluttering there.
Oh, yes, to the right.
More than
that's coming here, I think.
More than a zephyr.
Yeah.
So, make this advantage for Blackwood all the more important. Umpire Sims puts the ball up again. Zevenboom wins a tap. Try to get to go over there by Turner. In turn, he locks up Blackwood opponent there in Bailey. So 0-0 draw. So umpire Sims wants to increment. So Lachlan tries to shepherd out Zevenboom, but he still gets the tap down and bursting through was Bailey. Gets boot the ball up forward. Here's a chance now for Blackwood. Baldacera somehow gets it out. Oh, quick hands out here.
Oh, great.
They'll run into goal. And two great, and that was Steer.
Good footy.
Morley. So two young guns combining well there.
The young fellas. Nick Bailey hasn't spent a lot of time on ball this year, normally a forward. Clyde Rigney changing and happy to send around the magnets, and Nick got the, Bailey got the clearance out there. Jack Baldasaris has put himself in front all the time. Steer from the basketball background with a quick hands, and then Fraser Morley with that electric pace and the finish. Good goal by Blackwood.
And you're quite right, as the skies are getting a little bit dimmer, so's the outlook for Echunga, boys. 11-9 plays 5-2.
Rucks will go at it here. Woods in control. They've kicked 3 goals in this term. Echunga haven't got an interchange bench with the injuries. Van Setta, the recent one to come off the ground with the collarbone. Turner clears the ball inside 50. Over the back. Umpire Dawes says I'll have it.
Pedro taking him on there. But
Vandermeer just probably a little bit frustrated, keen to get involved in it. Echunga forwards. Looking for a bit more opportunity here, but Blackwood generating some good run and drive from the half-back line. The ball goes out towards the outer side. Trying to pick it up there was Wright. He'll go in again with the tackle. Nice work from Echunga through Gurkey. Handballs over the top. It's going to be inside 50 here for Echunga. Walton in the best position takes the mark as it looks like it's just starting to drizzle a little bit here. Woodtech Blackwood Oval.
So Walton across to McCarthy. Quickly plays the ball on the Hobby, who's got a paddock to work in as Turner arrives. So Hobby, one of the goal kickers, chips the ball nicely up the direction of Venning. Nice intercept almost by Cross. Venning took the ball off him and then it's taken the ground and a tackle by Cross right in front of our broadcast position here.
Thoughts on umpire Dawes' work today, Diva?
He's normally my boss, to be honest, down at West Adelaide. He's the coach of the SNFLW team, so it's nice to see him out there running around and blowing his whistle.
So you're involved in that as assistant coach or runner? Or
midfield coach of the SNFLW.
Okay.
Bruce Dawes being the head coach.
So the Bloods improved season this year, almost
6 wins. Yep. So we had 2 wins the year before, finished on the bottom of the ladder, and 6 wins this year. So we're heading up the right way. So
here's Turner this way, that way, bit of magic, but finally tried to overdo it. Bailey almost got it. Umpire Dawes indicated he got rid of the ball in time. Diving on the ball there, strong work there. I think it was Crombie.
Nice work by Bailey,
the former Langhorne Creek boy. Midfield coach. So you're in charge of your daughter Zoe. Does she listen to Dad?
She's about the one that doesn't listen most of the time. No, we've got a really young, good group of midfielders there. I love working with them.
And of course, another Hills product, as we'll come back to that, is young Bailey Jones, although intercepted well there. Clark with the ball. James follows up with attack. Of course, Hills product debut season, and young Emma Chapman. How did she perform?
Yeah, Chappie. Yeah, she
Kadena,
did really well. We played her up forward mostly, a little bit of time in the ruck. So, from Nan, Emma Chapman played in the Eastern Zone Championships last year as well. So she had a great year.
One of the players of the first half, Slape, I've just noticed he's got the hoodie on here, Diva, so he hasn't obviously returned since half time. Kobe Van Setter also off the ground, and
I just noticed
Roti as well.
Roti just limping in, and he's in his street clothes. So, the bench is cooked, unfortunately, for the Demons.
And
that's going to hurt them.
Woods looking to motor on here and record their second win for the season. At the moment, they're in a good position.
As we just see some wipers starting in some of the cars ringing their boundary line, so it just shows you a little bit dark, and you can see in the distance to the south. I'd suggest geographically, Diva, that it
Yeah, that's where the weather will come through, and it's getting greyer and greyer out there, coming from Flagstaff Hill, Aberfoyle Park.
Is that what you say? The flaggy doctors are just about to arrive.
The flaggy doctor's about to come. Yeah, we might get wet.
This is Clyde's first win potentially coming up, Diva.
Yes.
As A-grade coach.
Sure is. Yep, he's been chasing it. Look, Blackwood have been very close, considering their midfield, their starting midfield haven't played all year. We got Matt Tuck back this week, obviously, who's playing good in the first half. Clyde's really after that win. He's put a lot of hard work in difficult circumstances with Spawny going down with his health issues. So,
and as we look out the back door of the van, the rain has arrived. And there's a rain. It's quite interesting. Rainbow there, but dark behind us. Arnie and Blackwood, eh? As the Woods nurse up the line, taking fumble there by Hall. Good enough to get out of trouble. Gets a clearing kick this time. Picks out a teammate in Hocking.
We'll see which teams get used to these conditions quicker. Might have some impact on the game.
Yeah, so Hocking sets towards the playground outer wing, taken here, running away is Crombie. In the meantime, players stop, but he's run off with the ball, puts it back in, behind the back of the pack. Here's a chance for the Demons, getting his hands to it there. A little bit of control, as you can probably see on the monitor now, that the rain falling. Seems heavier in one part of the ground than the other.
That sunshine up one end.
I know it's not raining where you are because the divine intervention as Clark has the ball. He's pinged and a tackle there.
Pat Hall playing down back today, has been playing forward all season for Blackwood. So Clyde Rigney happy to throw him around.
Up like the space shuttle there. Has he got that one? Here's Tuck pushed off the ball by Turner. Comes back towards Tuck. Taken there by Place, who kicked the first goal of the second half for the Demons. Finally, the academy boy right on the spot signals over the line, although umpire Dawes has indicated it's going to be a free kick here.
Yeah.
To the Demons.
Got to be a snap round the corner here. Is this Turner?
I think it is Turner. The boots, orange boots. Of course, West Adelaide, Glenelg, and for a short time was a Crows mid-season draftee.
Snaps the ball towards Evan Boom. Here's Lachlan just didn't know what quite to do there. Get the ball on the boot. He's obviously improving his goal-kicking accuracy, but just didn't know how to do the snap there. Here's a chance for Cross on the left boot. Snap round the corner, the big American down there. And it's gone through, is it, for a minor score?
So Echunga 1-1, 3-4 is the return for Blackwood for this term, and consequently Blackwood leading 11-9 to 5-3. We must thank the club sponsors for Blackwood Football Club, of course, Diva.
Cattle Crash Repair, great sponsors, Edenwood Auto and Woodtech.
Fantastic.
As Venning brings the ball in for Blackwood, lace out pass to the man on debut, Homasham. Get that one right. Walton, we got a rainbow. Beautiful stuff. Out of side. Here's a chance for Walton. Swings the ball inside 50 or into the middle of the ground of Venning. He dropped that mark. Didn't quite work to plan there for the Woods.
Cooper. Tough tackle applied on him by Sammy Wright.
Ball getting a bit wet now.
But you can see in the background quite one side in sunshine. Shadow and darkness.
Stoppage. Perella. Turner. Volleyball sort of work here. Intercept. James. He's intercepted
Oh,
by Tuck.
clever.
Class. Snap towards centre half forward. He says to Clark, you run onto this one. This way, that way. Beautifully done by Clark. Bit of poise required now as he kicks inside deep towards the goal line, but that's marked nicely there for the Demons to Rogers.
Been pretty good, as Damien Venning, joining some special comments, has pointed out. Rogers this afternoon puts it back down the centre of the ground, picks out a teammate who fumbles what he should have taken, recovers it, gives it back there. Gerke wrapped up in a tackle by his opposite number 14 in Zevenboom.
Just look at the numbers around the footy then. 2 Echunga players to 5 or 6 Blackwood. Blackwood outworking their opponent.
Zevenboom gives off the run of the skipper and Walton, puts it forward. His target up there is Steer. Hits the ground running. He's got assistance from a teammate there. Oh, well done, Steer. Spun his way out. Go back to Clark. Clark lifts the eyes and tries to get towards right. Good work by Crombie. Grant Sims right on the spot. Crombie was in fringe, so in his second year with the club after joining from Langhorne Creek, gets a free kick.
Out towards the outer side, front and centre. Nice work there. Cooper involved. Goal kickers in this quarter so far. Bailey, Hobby and Morley. Probably the, would you say, the Hobby goal contender for Snag of the day? We've
Hobby
had a few
goal, I actually like the Bailey snap as well
Righto.
from the pocket.
Yep.
Yes. That's all. We've got yonder astute knowledge. It's Mark taken on the siren here by Josh Steer. So it'll be a chance to see if he can kick his second goal for the game. Actually kicked the last goal of the first term at the same end. So see if he can finish the third term in similar circumstances here, Damien Venning.
A little bit further out, I reckon. He's going to have to carry this from the 50-metre arc. And that wind is still quite strong. May have even picked up a little bit, I suspect. So 2 or 3 goals.
So Steer, his 6th A-grade game, his first senior full season. The ball's going to drop short, as we can see, so no additional score. So as we head into three-quarter time, Blackwood 11-9, 75. A reasonable handy advantage, bearing in mind they'll come home with the breeze. Echunga of 5-3. His comments, Damien Venning.
Yeah, 3 goals to 2 quarter. That quarter for Blackwood. Obviously, Echunga now struggling with no players on the bench. We can see one of the other players now has got his top on as well. He doesn't look like he'll take any further part, which is going to hurt them in this last quarter. Blackwood with the breeze. You'd back him from here to get Clyde's first win.
So we might see him in the circle with Alfie and Sammy Wright, all debutants. Obviously, debutant win and debutants for the other guys.
There might be a few in that circle since we haven't won since round 4, so don't want to count your chickens before.
Well, you don't know. Footy's a strange game, and so we saw in the 1979 grand final when the wind changed around remarkably and deprived South Adelaide of glory against Port. So you'd have to back the Woods, but as I said, as you can see by the sky, last conditions, last quarter might be a little bit difficult, but we'll be back to check on all that and scores around the ground shortly here on the Call of the Wild. Back soon.
This is the Hills Footy League. Match of the day.
speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the coverage of Hills community football here.
Hi, this is World Cycling Champion Annette Edmondson, and the coverage of Hills football is always gold here.
Hi, this is Adelaide Crows AFLW draftee Zoe Prowse, and you're listening to my top pick when it comes to the Adelaide Hills community football coverage.
Hi, my name's Kevin Cheedy, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
Right, here we go. Final quarter. Can Clyde Rigney secure his first win as A-grade coach? Or will Echunga somehow storm home without an interchange bench? Damien Venning joining us once again for final quarter. Diva, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, tough for Echunga from here, kicking against the breeze. No interchange bench. I can see the interchange sitting. They're all in their civvies. I think it's going to be very, very tough for Echunga from here.
Looking for the second win for the season, Blackwood.
Gone back.
So Echunga just got to go all-out attack somehow and get consecutive goals early in the first few minutes to somehow be any chance. But Blackwood, can't see them not losing this one. Overcast conditions now. Hasn't really come down. It's threatening, though, around the ground. It's probably going around the ground, isn't it, Diva?
Yeah, I think it's going to miss us, actually. Looks like some better weather coming.
All right. So Woods with quite a few youngsters in this team, few on debut, and the coach. They'll sing it loud and strong after this one. Certainly one more you feel would certainly lock it in. 11-9 to 5-3. It's probably already locked away at the moment, but Echunga will keep coming. They've pressed hard against Mount Barker and Nan the last couple of weeks. Haven't quite got the chocolates. Probably would have rocked up today very, very confident, but Blackwood have been on a mission since the opening quarter. Now they've got the ball in the back area. Walton, who had a great start to the game, inboard hand pass. Hocking's over the top. He's had a good game as well. Here's the push on now for the Woods. So Hocking pointing instructions, goes a low pass over the top. Taken by Hobby, who had a good chat to the coach at three-quarter time with some clear instructions. So he kicks the ball to the half-forward line. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Bailey was the target there for Blackwood at ground level. Was the youngster on debut who's got some good touches. It's now gone further afield into the forward pocket. Ball to Sarah, who's knocked out of it, and it's gone out of bounds. These changes that the Woods have had in the game, you've liked them?
Yeah, they've worked for Clyde Rigney, putting some of his defenders forward. He's tightened up his defence now, putting Nathan Dunn back to centre half back. Most probably with Tyson Kershaw going down, we haven't seen him come back out, so most probably missing a tool.
So clearance there from Rogers has been very good this afternoon for Echunga, taken here by Jesse Cooper, who's also bobbed up with some good touches back into the team.
Lewis still running with Brett Turner,
so
hasn't left his side.
Ball across the line there. I think this might be Galliford. So defensive possession football by the Demons here. Galliford puts it on to Cooper, who's run on, so they're waxing the ball there at the moment.
Just watching Kobe Van Setter, who's getting the collarbone heavily taped up there. So, as we said, Echunga, no interchange bench.
So, up the line, ball brought to ground there. Coming on, that was Alfie, gives it the tuck, who's bundled out of the way. Ball comes back there. Might be placed. So, in the meantime, umpire Dawes will come in and ball. So three-quarter time as we went round the grounds, Division 1, Nan Bremer 9-7, Loberthal 6-8, Mount Lofty 7-11 lead Mount Barker 5-5, and Country Division, and Benny, could it happen again? They're on the comeback. Kersbrook 5-4, Kangarilla 3-6. They have a history of their meetings this year of Kersbrook sort of maybe coughing up some leads, so that'd be an interesting conclusion to that game. Meanwhile, back here at Blackwood, Tuck with the ball, the past mile medalist. Good to see him back in action. Puts the target there, was Hocking. Cleverly tapped it on,
yeah.
But taken there by Archie Longbottom, who goes to ground under pressure. Ball caught in underneath there. Umpire Dawes will run into the shadows.
Diva, it's obviously a work in progress, but what do you want to see from the final quarter here for the Woods as they continue to build over the closing part of the season?
Yeah, I just want to see them continue to use that footy well.
How about that kick?
Exactly like that. Having Tuck back in just is making a huge difference around the footy. Yeah, they're working on a game plan. Clyde is wanting them to control the footy and use the footy and play with a bit of flair.
You see this clearance again.
That's the clearance of the
Good
day.
by Tucker. Snared, as said. One-handed grab and then found his man.
Jacob McCarthy with another strong tackle to hand the footy over. And that's been one thing that Blackwood have had to continue to work on, and getting the footy back off the opposition. And that pressure from Jacob McCarthy to allow Tucky to hit Jack.
So Baldacera scored a goal with that toe poke. This will be more conventional style as he's guided it home. And
he's starting to come into calculation.
Yeah, I tell you what.
He's had a good game up forward. He's been their go-to, playing in front, and that was a lovely kick by Tucky and a nice finish by Baldacera.
I suppose when you look at it, we spoke to Dave Richardson pre-match, the president of the club, and when you look at it, I know it's not excuses, it's just reason. So what could have been for the Blackwood Football Club this year with Sam Davis and Tucky virtually going down in the first game of the year, and just injuries. You get them sometimes, and sometimes you're lucky enough not to. But anyway, it sort of... Well, it's given the opportunity for a lot of young kids to experience A-grade footy.
Exactly, one in, one out, pistols, that's exactly right. Some of these young players have been really effective today too.
Ooh,
really
Tucky
effective.
Hunting the ball here. We go again. And umpire says I'll have it. Hobby around the contest. Liked his start to the final quarter. Your thoughts on Lewis's job on Turner?
Yeah, very good. I thought Turner's had his moments, but... I think Lewis did a good job on me in the initial game. Just lost concentration then. You can see how good Brett Turner is. Just popped out.
Yeah, just popped out the back, and
a chance
you can't
to
allow him any opportunity. How's the bounce?
You what? We're just about to say displays the class that he's made of, and unfortunately the bounce was a Z grade.
Of course, he's a teenager too, isn't he, Lewis?
Yeah, Lewis. Second year now, second season in the seniors.
So Venning puts it out towards Zevenbaum. The big Luckman lumbers out, takes the catch. Chips the ball up the line towards Hocking, but here's Turner once again getting involved there.
Yeah, so back to your question, Luke Lewis has done a really good job on Turner today. Turner's had his moments, but yeah, overall Luke Lewis doing his job for his team.
He would have learned a lot from this one-on-one matchup as well. Hocking with the tackle. Oh, James just couldn't quite get it. Hobby. Zevenboom. Hocking. Oh, that stayed alive, but he just said no, it's going out of bounds.
So right in front of the Blackwood coaching staff. They'd be pretty happy here. They're going to taste their second win of the season and first win for Clive.
Oh, great ruck work from
So Zevenboom flicks that. Charging through was Gurkey.
Great
tackle applied there. Zevenboom, they're going to go on behind the play. Keep an eye on that as the ball's gone further afield. A little bit of feeling in the game here. Back behind. Zevenboom with the tackle on Gurkey, both hard at it. In the meantime, last touch free kick has been paid. And we'll go to Echunga. So Rogers it is, brings the ball back into the centre of the ground. Turner was the target, one hand to it. Lurking here is James. It's been pretty useful for the youngster today. Puts the ball, great steaming out of there. Paddy Hall had the ball on the string as he gives the Padroff.
Yep, towards the half forward line. Relieving mark though for Echunga through Crombie. Oh, that's dangerous. Venning says thanks very much. Kick inside 50, in fact that was Bailey.
Great call by Benny Goldfinch there. That's why we call him Nostradamus, Diva.
Great read by Bailey there.
Similar sort of look to Venning in a way.
Yes, yep. Comby's been okay too for Echunga. Just gave that bit too much there. Bailey was able to read it. And again, the use of Blackwood kicking efficiency has been very good today. Watching some of their highlights during the year, just those sorts of kicks have let them down.
So a chance here for Baldacera for back-to-back and also his third goal. So
interesting.
Coming in, maybe he's been a bit effective. Leans back on the kick, but I tell you what,
so
straight as a die.
He hasn't played much up in forward line.
He started up forward and he's a bit of a switch player, I think. They throw him where we need him, so Yeah, before the game, I actually thought he might be down back, but it's been a great move to bring him up forward by Clyde, and he's been very effective.
What you'd call Benny, when you favourite the link man?
Swingman,
yep. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, Linkman, we'll go with that.
Swingman. Yeah. As the rainbow's out again, and looks like there might be a pot of gold at the end of it for the Woods.
Clear sky now.
13-10 to 5-3, so they're starting the career away here. Funny, they came into this game, only Echunga had scored 3 more points aggregate, but Blackwood's defence had actually conceded 150 less than that showed out here today.
Strike rate for Call of the Wild and Blackwood games hasn't been high, but maybe Diva coming in has just
We've broken the drought. Here's Big Perella. He tries to crash his way through Hocking. David and Goliath there. Comes back to Galliford. Kick across, trying to find a teammate. And a bit of pressure there is Hickman. Good work there from Steer. Oh, great contest by the youngster.
Out of side. Can Echunga at least get another one on the board? They're undermanned at the moment, no interchange bench, and Blackwood are seeking to finish this one strongly for their second win of the season and move a little bit of cushion away from Echunga at the bottom of the table. So on the outer side, bit of sunshine now. They move towards the outer side centre wing. Oh, high fly there. Almost a mark. Who would you have there, Diva? With
Badco over the top.
It's a nice leap.
Also has his injury worries, Bailey, but good to see him back playing some good footy today.
So 28-point margin was their biggest for the season. In fact, their only one, Diva, so they're looking to perhaps eclipse that here this afternoon, and also their second win for the season at home, so the home track ponies here.
Yeah, it's been a good performance so far, 10 minutes into this last quarter.
In fact, I believe coming to this game, Blackwood had won 6 of the previous 10 games against Echunga here at Wood Tech Windy Hill Stadium.
Bit of a fortress for Blackwood in normal years.
Padroff finds a teammate there in Morley. He in turn goes out towards the outer side and finds Wright.
Debut.
Had some time on the pine, but good to get involved now. Here's Venning. So just a bit of waxing here in the sunlight. It's going to go back towards centre half back.
That's a man, Badco.
And Badco will take it, so they're obviously keen to use this side of the ground. Hobby's had a good game. He goes over the top, says to Walton, take that one if you will or be crunched. And he stands his ground and takes it, but it was a bit of a setup there.
Yeah, Gurkey coming in there and, threw the free kick to Walton, the acting captain today. Actually, how many captains you had this year?
A few, Matty Walton, birthday tomorrow, I believe, Disney.
Well done. We'll be able to celebrate a win as a winning captain. It comes down here, grabbed by Padroff.
Oh, another Demon down.
Demon, unfortunately, down. Certainly walking wounded here this afternoon. He looks in a bit of strife too. Ball, here's Tuck. Cleverly grabs the ball, flicks the ball back towards a teammate, overcooks it. Gathering there is Steer, shows a bit of pace to get around his opponent there in Hickman.
Ooh.
Towards the top of the square. Here's Big Perella. He's got assistance there from a teammate there in Longbottom. Nurses the ball up the line, and it'll in the hands of Jamison Duffield.
Yep, Duffield. So as we said, Echunga feeling the pinch, no interchange bench. Blackwood on track for their second win for the season. Longbottom, back pocket, in control. 12 and a half minutes to go. 12 and a half minutes in the final quarter. Probably the same amount left in the term. 13-10 to 5-5. Here's Turner. Hasn't really been able to have much of an impact. As we said, it's been a good job by young Lewis to combat his output.
Good defence by Blackwood there, just holding him up.
Zevenboom over the top, gets it to Walton. He's keen to move it on. Beautiful hand pass for the youngster on debut. It's gone in the side 50. Baldacera looking for his 4th goal. He's sniffing. He's applying a lot of heat down there, and that's out of bounds. Is that going to be last touch?
Yeah, Longbottom under pressure there. In fact, gathering the ball there, it's Baldacera perhaps trying to milk it for the free kick.
I think we've got
a blood rule, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, a player off, and I don't believe they've got anyone to come on.
Yeah, Place, Liam Place coming off of a bleeding from
that says it all.
Cheekbone area. So, unfortunately, out of soldiers. The Demons, as Baldacera will take the resultant last touch kick just in front of the scoreboard, which reads 13-10 in favour of his Woods. Echunga 5-3. It's a ball to Sierra.
For his fourth. Hit the post.
Hit the post, so minus score results. So 13-11 to 5-3. So 66-point margin as once again Blackwood thanking their sponsors.
Yeah, Cattle Crash Repair, major sponsors, Edward Autos and Woodtech.
Got a round of.
And for the Demons.
It's the great solar wholesalers.
Yes, thank you to them.
Sam Cranner and the team.
So James Cross with the ball, just in the wing area, just down. You can see Coach Vanzetta just in the left of screen. Obviously frustrated with his side. And particularly when you've got no reserves to move the magnets around. It's been a bit of a tough afternoon for the D's. They've shown some pretty good form the last couple of outings.
Have.
Yeah. So
they would have rocked up today thinking no big chance.
Of course, having won the previous meeting of the two sides. So Big Perella puts it forward for the Demons. Target there getting his hands to it was Ellis. Ball spills free. Hall involved there. Finally kick away for Blackwood. Comes out here. Will it sit for right? Taps it cleverly out towards Venning. But good work there by the Demons.
Play still on the sidelines here. Doesn't look in a hurry to come on.
Playing a man down. Echunga, no interchange bench, plus place off the ground with the blood rule. So can Blackwood continue on, or will the Demons manage to get one against the odds? Well, they've got a chance here.
Good mark. Taken by Ellis, I think it is.
Yes.
Then. Good opposition there for Dunn, but showed some strength and just held his ground and hauled in the mark. Has kicked 4 goals this season. Ellis, vice captain, of course, past zone rep, I think, up at Karoonda.
Oh, he
played very well.
He was a gun. Well, he still is, but yeah.
Nathan Ellis's partner, Maddie Fitzgerald, played for the Eastern Zone women and plays at Blackwood as well.
Of course, coached successfully by your good self. So Ellis
steers that one over Adrian Muldoon, who says all clear.
So first score of the final term on the board for the Demons, but
Diva?
Yeah, goal against the trend really. 17 players, I believe. Liam Place still sitting this one out. So yeah, good mark and good finish by Ellis.
So in the middle, Zevon Boom. Lewis coming off after a great game, going head-to-head against Turner. So
the club press doing a bit of work this afternoon. His team manager, Diva. How do you get someone who can't read and write to do such an important job?
Our normal team manager's, I'm not sure where he is. He's away. Tyson Clark's dad, Rowan Clark.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Here's a chance for Cross on the left boot. Inside 50 for Echunga. Fighting hard here without a player down on the ground.
Keeper.
Good tackle by
Badco. Yeah.
Badco. Half-back flank for the Woods.
Now, I
16 and a half
read
minutes
something
gone.
of your football judgment rating back in the day. You mentioned Mr. Clark, but you were mentioned in dispatches as just signalling and indicating that you thought young Henry Smith was a bit of a AFL prospect back in the day, Diva.
Yeah, there was conversations when he was an under-16 about maybe he might need to be dropped for one of the finals coming up, and I was amazed that they were going to try. I said to Rowan and myself, mentioned that we think he might go on to bigger and better things, and debuted last week.
I did see he actually won the best of field medal in was it a mini Colts premiership win too by Blackwood.
We played him. He was a tall man. He's about 208 centimetres now, but back then he was our centre half back. Just a really good user. Just came for big games, Henry. He's made for it. It's his 4th year.
Of course, we're talking about Blackwood players who've been recruited to AFL level. You've had quite a few, actually, haven't you, over the time?
Brendan Sanderson back in the day.
We talked with Dave Richardson in our pre-match about that, and you're quite right. Brendan Sanderson. There's also Paul Cale. And
Carl Delena.
Yes,
from a while back, and then we've got Kira Mueller, obviously in the girls' space, and Jess Good, who plays for Carlton, who was a ruckman back in 2020 for Blackwood. So.
We had a pretty good development program.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, it's Bailey.
Goal for Bailey.
Bailey's just run off, and wow, it's party time now at the Woods.
Nick Bailey loves the celebration, loves to tell the story in the bar afterwards as well. So he'll have a couple of moments to talk about with his 2 goals.
Potentially going to the butcher too during the week.
That was a good goal. Good pressure again. Jacob McCarthy's put on pressure. Every goal, every time I look up, it's Jacob McCarthy putting on pressure.
Very effective.
And getting the ball out to Nick Bailey, who does the finishing.
Those 1%ers. And, Blackwood cruising away to their biggest win of the season, 14-11 now, 6-3 to Demons.
Got to be happy with this.
They said the war-ravaged Demons, if we can use that, no bench, in fact, down to 17.
Player down.
Yeah, Liam Place off with a facial injury, but no replacement. So, 17, so one player short. So, it makes it even tougher for the Demons.
Yep, Perella wins it down. Vandermeer having a bit of a burst in the midfield.
I think that...
Yep.
I reckon Padroff's the loose for Blackwood, the 18th player. He's coming up to the stoppage.
So, Rucks go at it again. Nice work there. Vandermeer making sure the umpire saw that one for high. He kicked the goal in the first quarter. Hasn't got much of it since then.
Got 2.
2, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, I've underscored.
2 in the first half.
Kick into the forward 50. Turner takes the mark, drifting into attacking 50 as Tuck has a bit of a breather and Lewis comes back onto the ground.
You're probably referring to Turner here. Benny, he has kicked 10 for the season but hasn't got on the board today, so this might be his opportunity.
Not a surprise that Turner has a shot for goal as Luke Lewis comes back on the field. He's shadow for the day.
So Turner for goal, and no issues there. Straight through the middle from the Glenelg Premiership player. And Echunga go to 7-3, 14-11 the Woods.
Echunga certainly fighting it out. 17 players that had 2 goals this quarter. I think they've outscored Blackwood, haven't they?
3-1 to 2 straight.
Just under, considering only 17 players. They're fighting this game out, so all credit to them.
Yep, still competitive, as you said, a player down. And also no bench since really half-time, I'd suggest. So disappointing result for the Demons and certainly moves Blackwood clear of the game in 8th spot. So we're trying to work out maybe 2003, as we said, might have been a possible spoon, but Blackwood perhaps avoiding that sort of unwanted piece of hardware.
Clearing kick from Dunn from the half-back flank towards the half-forward line. Youngster was there. It was the target in right. Outer side. Umpire Dawes slowly making his way over there and says, I'll have it.
Can't remember a wooden spoon in our era, I don't think. So, yeah, we've had a couple of lean years, but I can't remember winning a wooden spoon.
So this could well be a 5 out of 5 day today for the Blackwood Footy Club, which is a good boost.
Here's Turner. Getting some late touches here. Swings the ball inside. Nice pick up. Kick around the corner by Duffield. Half forward line for Echunga. Fighting on. Walton. Nice work from Hall. Bit of a fumble out of side. Bailey. Doing down there. Done.
Oh, that's gone, Nicholas.
Yep, holding the ball.
Yep.
22 minutes gone.
Blackwood at the other end of the ground, Diva.
He didn't look like he wanted to get up too quickly, Nick. Kicking
so Jesse
a nice
Cooper, and
goals.
just see the fans in the back there with the rugs in the back of the ute. Cooper puts it forward. Drifting out was Hall, taken here by Duffield. Goes to ground under pressure there.
Paddy Hall's been solid down back. As I said, normally plays up forward, but he's been solid down back today.
So umpire Sims. Zevenboom still leaping, taken by Turner. Can he get Curry to get his boot the ball? He does, but it goes across the face. Leading will be Walton. The skipper. Will it bounce from? Yes, it does. Gavin's nice. He lifts the eyes, puts it down towards Lewis. Lewis surveys what's on offer. This way, that way, then decides to go short to Hobby. Hobby will get back to run as the ball charges through and Thompson draws the player. Gives it to an equal steer in McCarthy, who just pops it over the top and finds the leader, Baldacera.
End-to-end footy, great footy, got the overlap handball. Lewis hits that one inside. Then the run from Thompson, first give, great to see. Another handball. Jacob McCarthy, as I said, has been great up forward and then lowers the eyes, hits Baldacera for his 4th.
And
hopefully.
And he's 3rd of the term, so we'll have to see if he can snag this one. Could be a candidate. As I said, stay tuned. Post-match, our man Diva will be taking us through everything. So Baldacera sets on its way, perhaps allowing for the wind, but it's pretty still out there now. In fact, it's the behind post for out of bounds on the full, so resultant free kick will go to Galliford for the Demons.
Yep, just around from the point post. Vandermeer saying kick it to me, and that's where he goes. A couple of Woods getting into the action. Youngster on debut does it beautifully. Hobby also involved. Here's Thompson on the left boot, kicks it into the pocket. Baldacera's lurking there if he can get the slap towards him, but it doesn't quite come off, so it'll be a boundary throw-in just around from the left point post. 24 minutes gone, 14-11 to 7-3. Boundary throw-in. Rucks will go at it. Perella, Turner. Nice handball out by Cooper. Out towards the boundary line was James, and that snapped out of bounds on the full towards the scoreboard.
Great clean hands a couple of minutes ago by Alfie Homerson on debut.
Yeah,
one-handed pick up.
The confidence.
Yeah, he's got some really clean hands.
So Cross, with his attempted clearance, as I said, put it out of bounds on the full, so resultant free kick will go to Blackwood. I think it'd be Hobby, who's done a bit of Harry Butler work down in the scrub and retrieved the ball. Hobby, as I said, pass Loxton North product.
He's got a short player on here.
Puts towards the top of the square. I tell you, he's done better than that, Benny, and he loves it himself. So Hobby, with his second goal, was a candidate early for snag of the day, and maybe raised another one. Look at it.
He knows he's on the camera, Diva. Is he trying to just get it over the line with that
I'll tell you what, Tommy, can we get celebration of the day, Tommy?
Very skillful player, Hobby. Noticed in the reserves and's come up, and that's a great kick, isn't it? A really good kick considering the wind.
He's doing everything he can to get into your calculations.
I tell you what, don't worry about the goal. We want the celebration.
Don't always
get the
buy
chainsaw,
into that.
Tommy. There we go. Here we go. It's coming up.
I tell you,
this could come into Diva's calculations. He's looking for the. It's like Nadia Comaneci. We're looking for the all-round.
He could get a contract with Still after that, eh? So the ball comes to the ground. We'll try and find that. Hey man, Tommy will find it for us.
Tommy is on it.
So Perella hands the ball back to umpire Dawes. It's even boom Perella. Perella gets it down. Once again, too high is the call. So free kick, and looks like it's Bailey. And you're running midfield.
So Bailey will kick the ball forward for the Woods. Lewis is down there, ready for the crumbs. He picks it up. Handball's inboard. Hocking. Steers it through for a point.
Says he deserved the goal for his efforts this afternoon. That was great play, just the strength.
Yeah. Hocking doing a lot of the bullocking today. He's been good in the midfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look at calculation for you.
Am I good? Wow.
Celebration was most probably better than the goal, perhaps.
I tell you, that'll get featured tonight on the replay, no doubt, in the rooms. So, the Demons probably just playing out time now. In fact, they probably have for best part of the second half. As I said, ravaged with injuries, down to 17 men. Mark taken there by Vandermeer. He's worked pretty hard. Kicked a couple of goals. Goes out towards the outer eastern side wing.
Dominant first half from the Woods. They had it in. Yeah, they were off and running. And there it is.
So jubilation here. 15-11. Just want to get that score back up, if we could.
Oh, frozen.
15-11 to 7-3, I think, is the final tally, as the board has just dropped the score off. But stay with us, because post-match presentations and also chat with our HFL rep, as we see 15-11 to 7-3. As Damien Venning's about to set sail out to the centre of the ground.
Diva, your thoughts just before you... oh, no, you come back. You come back. We'll go out there. Take a... got your camera pistols? Do you want to head out or I'll take a photo? Yep, no worries. You set the scene. All right, don't go anywhere. We're just going to go to a few sponsorships announcements, and then Diva will take us through it.
Okay, welcome back live here to Woodtech Oval in Blackwood. And we're just waiting here for the post-match presentations. Of course, in the absence of Jaden J. Hill, we have got the main man in Damien Venning, who'll be assisting us at the ground level. Without further ado, we will go down to Damien Venning.
Here with Jack Baldasaris, voted as the most effective player today. You're going to win the thongs and the beanie. Jack, tell us about going forward today.
Yeah, always good to go forward. Obviously played a lot of my juniors up in the forward, but started going there at the start of the year, but then got moved down back, as most bad forwards do. But I was lucky enough to go up there again today and get a few shots on goal.
How important was it to get a win today for the club and for Clyde?
Oh mate, unbelievable. Obviously Clyde stepping in, that bloke means well to me, and for him to have some success and get a win on the board, it's unbelievable. So the boys are pretty happy. I know this week, we were pretty motivated to get the win, not just for the footy club here, but for Clyde as well. So.
And your relationship with Clyde goes a bit deeper than just coach and player.
Yeah, that's it. No, he came to the footy club maybe 4 years ago, and Chris Winchester brought us together. And obviously, being an Aboriginal man like myself and him as well, we got along very well. And he's helped me a lot with my identity, and be proud of who I am. And obviously, he's just unbelievable, that fella. And love that bloke. So.
Well said, Jack. And a great game today. Just to take us through the game today, going forward. Had a few shots on goal, maybe could have kicked a few more than the 3.
Oh, mate, yeah. Had a few opportunities there, but we got the win on the board. So Tuesday night we'll be working my set shots if I don't get told I'm moving down back again. So, a lot to work on. So, enjoyed myself. That was the main thing. So.
Well, congratulations, Jack. Here's the thongs and the beanie from the boys here. Well played today. Good win for Blackwood and well deserved.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Okay, we're just bringing Nick Bailey and Daniel Lowe, who's Lowe's Meat Company, for the snag of the day. Nick, take us through the goal up the top end there, that little snap.
Okay. It kind of bounced to me. I kind of yelled for it a little bit, and it just went in, I reckon. So, it was a lucky one that just fell in my lap. So, yeah.
About 2 minutes before, it looked like you'd done something to your leg over on the half forward flank, and then all of a sudden you pop up and kick the goal.
Yeah, just a little bit of a corky. It's all right. Ran off here, got a little bit of heat, and then went over there. So that was all right. Yeah, it worked out all right.
And the boys tell me you like to tell a story when you get back to the bar about things. Is this going to be mentioned tonight at the bar?
Yeah, once or twice, maybe after a couple of beers. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'll keep it quiet for a while.
And a good win by the footy club today, by the boys for the footy club, means a lot.
Absolutely. And seeing the young boys that we brought into our side today, it's just brings that extra energy, and you're like, geez, I really want to win a game for these boys, and we did today, and it's a great stepping stone for us going forward. So, yeah.
Congratulations to you, Nick, for snag of the day from Lowe Meat and Company.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers. Cheers.
Good on you. Well done taking us through a substitute there, Benny, in Damien Venning. Doing great work there, and well done to Nick Bailey and also Jack Baldasaris. So I tell you what, Jaden J.
His game in the run home to final.
I tell you.
Diva made an impact there. That was
and the great man's just returned. We're just saying, fantastic work there. Debutant work at the Call of the Wild there, Diva.
Look, I think the boys are going to be happy tonight. There's a bit of spirit amongst them. So, look, a great day for the footy club. We've been waiting for this a long time. Clyde's made a huge impact here in his short time, and it's just great to see him get some reward with the win. He'll be a happy man.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell through Jack and obviously their close relationship, but I think he emphasised the feeling of the whole group, just what Clyde's brought to the club, and unfortunately with the departure of Kieran, Clyde stepped in. Not an easy situation, but I think all the players, they play for him, and
you met Clyde the other day on Wednesday night.
Yes, we did. I was very impressed with him as a mentor. I reckon he'd be fantastic. Lightly spoken. Obviously, he has his moments where he can get a little bit fired up and tell him how it is, but just a calm, collected guy, and has been involved with a lot of footy and knows what he's talking about, I'd suggest.
Yeah, it tells a really good story, Clyde, as well. The first time he spoke, I was up at the footy club on a Thursday night, and he spoke about the importance of coaching at Blackwood and what it meant to him. And it puts the hairs on the back of your neck. You want to get out there and play, and I'm sure the boys wanted to do that. The legs won't let me do that, of course. It's great for him to get a win. It's good for the boys too, as Nick just said, Nick Bailey then. Got a lot of young players. They brought some energy today, which really helps. And, going forward, we want our young players to be playing, making that step from under 18s through to the senior program, keeping them around. And this is the start of it, playing in these games and getting a bit of momentum that way.
So when you look at it, pretty emphatically, Blackwood led by 15 points at quarter time, then they stretched to 34 points at half time with that 5-2 quarter, a second quarter when they had to win. So those 3 goals they kicked against to win the first quarter, 3 goals to 1, that was pretty important too. As I said, the second quarter they stretched 34 points. In the third term, 3 goals to 2, they turned for home 42 points, and then kicking 4 goals to 2 in the end to run out winners by 57 points. So as you said, it's a real confidence booster for a season that's perhaps been full of a bit of disappointment, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and the more games you get into these young blokes, of course, they'll improve, and that showed today, like the confidence. And those couple of first gamers, particularly young Alfie Homisham, he didn't look out of place, and Sam Wright, he did his bit, and Fraser Morley's only got a few games under his belt, so yeah. Yeah,
4-quarter performance today by Blackwood. I felt each quarter they were most probably won each quarter, which is good to see. They haven't been able to do that. They've been falling off. I agree. I thought Alfie Homisham played a really good game for his first game in, as a debutant. Fraser Morley played well last week, got third best in his first game, so being the second game. So those young players coming in, and when we're talking about older players, we're talking about kids, boys or men who are 21, 22, or some of the more experienced. So, if we can build a side, if Blackwood can build a side, we know it takes time to build a side similar to some of the other dynasties that have been created. That's what you have to do. You have to get your local talent, you have to build your side in and bring players into your program that are going to help. So this is a really good start today, having those young players playing footy.
Fantastic. You talk about great performances on debut. You didn't do too bad yourself, Damien. Fantastic work with the special comments, and then just handled with aplomb the after-match presentations. Fantastic.
It was about a bit of fun. My daughter and wife gave me some halftime feedback about being too monotone, so I'll work on my tonal voice next time if I get back invited. So thanks for the opportunity.
Well, mate. No, thank you very much. We've been joined this afternoon by Blackwood legend, and I can use that because he is.
Hang around for Clyde.
If you want to hang around for our, we'll be back shortly with our usual round wrap-up. So stay tuned here on Filming Footy. We'll be back with more shortly. Welcome back live. Call of the Wild, Hills Football League round 14 wrap coming to you live here from Woodtech Oval in Blackwood, and we've been lucky enough to be joined by the successful coach of the Blackwood Football Club in Clyde Rigney. Clive, firstly, thanks for your time, mate, and congratulations on your first win as an A-grade coach in the Hills Football League.
No, thank you very much. Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it was really great. You know, Echunga, I think I said it on during the week when we caught up, but you know, for a team that is in the position that they are, bottom of the ladder, they're definitely, you know, got a lot of threats, and you know they're a lot more experienced than us across the ground in terms of numbers of games played. So we knew that we had to come and bring that kind of youthful enthusiasm that we have, but also play to our strengths. And so we put a game plan in place that we were able to execute, and you know that's probably the most pleasing thing, is that we executed our game plan really well. Yeah.
I suppose the pleasing thing, and because we discussed with Damien Venning, who's joined us today as special comments and done a very good job, but we discussed pre-match about the fact of guys being out injured. I know you had a few more during the week crop up, but it gives that opportunity for young blokes to step up and play A-grade football. So you had a couple of debutants today, and also a couple of others who've only played a handful of games between them. So you must have been really happy with the way that they stood up in the cauldron of A-grade footy.
Absolutely, yeah. We've had a real focus over the last month and a half to bring the under-18s, and particularly some of those younger lads that are playing resis that have shown a lot of potential, bring them into the A-grade. You know, even through our training, we do match sims, and we put them in key roles, and we it's that old, I guess, saying of training the way that we want to play, and the fact that we've been able to do that at training and see that not only are they hungry, but they're capable to play up to the level. And so, for Alfie Homishan and Sammy Wright and Fraser Morley in his second game, just for them to look so composed, and Tyler Hobby early in his third A-grade game, playing on the wing and working hard and hitting the scoreboard as well. Yeah, really pleasing for us. Yep.
I think we mentioned in the call, Dee, about a couple of passages of play, their transition of the ball from defence up the forward, resulting in goals, and a lot of those young guys were involved, and just the way they did it so composed, that it must have been you as a coach can see there's things going to happen here in the future at Blackwood.
Absolutely, and that was a key word for us today. It was composure, because there's always going to be pressure in a game of footy, but it's our ability to absorb that pressure and to execute our game style with composure. And then the work rate. And so, last week against Lobethal, they jumped us. They got out to a 3-goal lead, and we just weren't able to peg that back. So, we're very conscious of, not allowing that to happen again this week, but to play with intensity from the outset, and also to make sure that, we find the free man, and we play with composure. And I think there was one passage of play on the far wing where we're able to hit, 6, uncontested possessions. And finish with a goal to young Homishan. And so just seeing the fact that we're executing, our plan is really pleasing. Yeah.
Congratulations, Clyde, on the win. Well deserved, mate. Few changes this week. Magnets got moved around a little bit. I thought some of them worked really well. Do you want to talk us through Jack going forward and Dunny?
Yeah, absolutely. So losing Matty Waldron to an injury to his hand last week against Lobethal, he would have been the matchup for Lachlan, and so we really needed a tool to be able to cover the fact that he can be threatening as a key deep forward. So Paddy Hall went back for that role and did extremely well. Cody Padroth, I think, is a young man with he really doesn't know how good a footballer he can be. He's got a really broad skill set. He's very clean above his shoulders, but he's also really clean on the ground. He's got a great sidestep, and
a fierce attack on the ball too.
Yeah, and so I thought he'd be a really good matchup for Vandermeer, because he got a hold of us last time we played them. And also Edwards. I mean, I know he was hampered today with injury, but I mean, anyone that's watched Echunga play knows that he's a key guy where he drops back, fills the hole, and then is able to really drive the transition footy that they get out of that backline. So Dunny, Nathan Dunn going to him, and then Jack Baldessera, obviously to account for the fact that we didn't have Paddy Hall up there. And so Jack came back into our forward line where he actually started the year and really didn't miss a beat, which is great.
Nathan Dunn kicked a goal too. Enjoyed that, which is
He did.
Fullbacks all fullbacks like kicking goals, and I thought Jack most probably could have had 3 or 4 more than what he did in the end. So
yeah,
he spoke after the game about your relationship with him and what that means to him. So nice strong bond there with Jack.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I first got involved with the club to do the Indigenous around Guernsey, I actually got to meet Jack for the first time then, and that was 4 or 5 years ago now. And yeah, we've connected. A lot of people that he is close with, know me, and I think we've kind of got a big brother relationship there. And I really, I know how tough it can be, particularly for a young Aboriginal lad in a community that doesn't have a lot of Aboriginal men to connect with. And so I really value that relationship that I got with Jack. And sometimes I can be a bit hard on him as a coach, but it's only because I believe that his potential is is not tapping into it as much as he can be, but that can just be a confidence thing. So it's really just about supporting him, and also the challenge to do that with all of my players as much as possible. But yeah, absolutely, got a little soft spot for brother Jack.
I'm just interested to know how many players are in the circle, in the middle of the circle for the first win since round 4.
Yeah, so Tomo, Alfie, Sammy Wright, Fraser Morley, Tyler Hobby. I didn't go in because I didn't want a Powerade shower, it's not about me; it's about the lads. But yeah, I think we had at least half a dozen in there, which is great, which is really nice. Yeah.
Hey, just on that point, Clyde, what's this mean to the young guys? As you said, some of the footy they played today was fantastic, and let's face it, Echunga, a lot of side you can take lightly. But as far as the confidence of these guys to be able to compete at the highest level, and okay, for the rest of the season, what's your outcome for the rest of the season? What would you like to see? Obviously, win more games.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've always said to them that our best is good enough. We've shown that in patches. The challenge for us is to be able to do it for longer, and so we were able to do that today. And getting some class back into the team, like Matty Tuck, with his experience, and I thought some of his work out of the stoppages and out of
3 goals he kicked in that.
Kicked 3 goals and just showed, I guess, the key message around composure and hitting targets and executing our skills. Well, when we've got a player like Tucky that can come in and actually show our young guys how to do that and lead the way, is a real positive. So hopefully his body can stay sound. We'll get Jackson Fairman back, we'll get River Moore back, we'll get Matt Waldron back. John Secker will be back next week. He's FIFO. So we'll start to get some of these senior guys back, because unfortunately for the 18s, they'll go back to the 18s soon and get ready for their final series. And but yeah, I think everything that we've been saying, they were able to see that what we've been building towards is definitely good enough. So the challenge is to do that against everyone else.
So obviously you won't be playing finals, but the fact is, with a few games that are left, you could actually help shape the finals, which
absolutely
is very important.
Yeah.
So no doubt.
And also for young guys, I think it's really important for them to really embrace the fact that they belong at this level, and if they do the things that their coaches and the leadership of the team are actually trying to instill, if they just have that belief and play to this level, that this is the standard now, and so we build on this.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Clyde, no doubt you want to get back and celebrate an historic occasion, always winning your first game, Hills Football League game as an A-grade coach. No doubt it's something you'll cherish. And
absolutely.
Thanks for joining us here on the call with the Wild, mate, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Appreciate
and your accessibility during the season. Thank you
very
much. While Clive departs, we might just check the scores for the rest of the games. It's Damien, if you want to just slip into the big seat there, and we'll have a look there. As I said, the game that we covered, Blackwood won in quite easy, 15-12 to 7-3. In the clash of the Mountain Men, Mount Lofty, important winner. I said probably the first time they've won up at Howard Lane for a long time, 9-14 to 6-8. Nan Bremer had a little bit of a tough time early on, but they got over the line 14-13 against Loberthal 7-8. And then Harndorf, you've got to give it to them, Diva. I know the long history of the rivalry Blackwood and Harndorf, but we have a few players out today, a few guys on state duty, and all well done to them, state country duty. But your Adler, in the end, just Harndorf coming up 15-11 to 6-8. So how do you see those scores?
Yeah, Harndorf keep rolling on, don't they? They're tough to beat, Harndorf. And yeah, as the Parker brothers were out today, weren't they? They're playing today or tomorrow. Got to see them firsthand last weekend, which was good, or the weekend before. Harndorf is strong. Mount Lofty, good win by them over the Barkaroos.
Yep, and Division 2, Country Division football, an important result there for Birdwood. Well, if they kick straight, it would have been more. 7-15 defeated Macclesfield 6-5, so it's going to make it a little bit hard for the Bloods now to get a spot in the finals. Kangaroo 4-10, Kersbrook 6-6, but I believe that game did finish early for an unfortunate injury to a Kersbrook player, and the ambulance was called. But Kersbrook led all the way, and as has been the trend in those games this year, Kangaroo fighting back, but in the end ran out of time. So well done to the Brookers. I think second versus third, so Kersbrook may well leapfrog Kangaroo into second spot, which has been a great improvement under the coaching of Kane Powell this year for the Brookers. And in the other game, Meadows back on the winning list, building a bit of momentum the last few weeks. 12-3, accurate kicking, Diva, defeating Torrens Valley 6-10. So that's the wrap up of round 14 results through two divisions. So that wraps up what's been an entertaining game. Once again, Damien, thank you very much for joining us. Fantastic work by you. As I said, a great talk about young Alfie and Sam, but great debut by yourself on the
Thank
call.
you very much.
Mate.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
No, we'll certainly do it again soon, maybe during the finals, calling your astute. But we've got to thank once again our supporters, of course, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive at Dartfish, HFL Supporters Workloft, Mount Barker, the Courier Newspaper, Closely Supermarket, Sports Power, Sharon, Think Road Safety, and Sports Centre, and of course the individual club sponsors. Of course, we'll let you do the Blackwood.
We've got Cattle Crash Repair, great sponsors, Edenwood Auto and Woodtech.
And for Echunga, I think it was Solar Wholesalers. And also we've got to thank, and also well done by you with the post-match presentations, because we've got to thank Dartfish and Archie's for their support. And of course, great to have Daniel Lowe here today to present the Snag of the Day award to Nick Bailey, who's probably got bigger and better the goal already.
He's telling everybody already. Our presentation will be him telling us about his goal.
Fantastic. All right, that wraps us up. Thanks once again to our man Tom here for once again his fantastic production. Great to have James Davis back on the roof today, taking all the great vision, and of course we've got to thank the great man Benny Goldfitz for his work in commentary as usual, superb. So without further ado, next week we're heading back to the country, looking forward to the game Gummaraka and Meadows. Well, the last few years formed a great rivalry, grand final day and also during the year, so they're meeting for the third time, so
it'll be a good game to watch.
Hopefully. So we look forward to that, bringing your country division football once again. But until then, Jeff Bastole on behalf of all the Call of the Wild Filming Footy crew here in the Adelaide Football League, signing off, and keep chasing your goals, and see you next time.
Well, footy fans, today we found out when pride's on the line, we see the very best footy. Blackwood won this one, but Echunga put in a solid shift with men injured in the trenches. But fear not, the season is not over yet. Plenty of chilly weather to continue. So neither side will know for sure whether they'll need that dreaded wooded spoon for ice cream. Plenty of footy action ahead, and we look forward to covering it on the Call of the Wild and Filming Footy. Make sure to stay tuned throughout the week on the Call of the Wild Facebook page for exclusive stats content brought to you by Goldie and Jane J. Hill. And we'll see you again, same time, next time.